Welcome to Ninerland. I knew we were gonna beat those Eagles. Fuck the Eagles, man. What do you think about Mean Dave? You like the Eagles?
I guess. I mean, I don't, no. I mean, I don't have any opinion on the Eagles.
What about you, Enoch? How you feel about the Eagles?
Well, they share a syllable. That's about it. I'll go as far as that.
Loser.
I don't even know what that means.
Loser.
Enoch and Eagles.
Loser.
Doesn't mean I like them.
You share duels.
Loser.
All right.
Today we got Mean Dave.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You've been in this room before.
I've been in this room, but I've never been on this show. So yeah.
Were you doing something illegal at the time?
No, I was still. So that was when John Miller was here.
And we got Enoch the Great. Enoch the Great.
Enoch the Great.
Yeah.
Every time you come here, man, Trump is bad for you, man. Your beard just keeps getting wider and wider, dude.
No,
You're starting to worry me
I'm
and
running
shit.
out of beard dye.
That's what I'm thinking.
The tariffs on it are too high.
I'm thinking you're drinking all the beer is like pouring out of your mouth
Well, I bought this
and landing all over your beer and whitening your beer and shit.
Call me Enoch the Great. That's Jeff.
Enoch the Great, god damn it.
Just
How
ask Vaihi. It's all on him.
I don't ask him nothing.
Vahi named them Enoch the Great, you know.
No,
Even more so, his name's Jeff.
My computer name.
That's right.
You know where it says on you're on his show, the names there. That's the whatever.
Don't let him ramble on too long, man.
But now look at him, dude. He's all cool. He's got the white beard. How much are you spending on your fucking beard and your hair?
What do you mean?
I mean,
I'm not spending anything. I'm saving on shaving cream.
Yeah,
fuck,
it looks
bro?
it too.
That's professionally
It
done.
It looks
bro.
good. Don't get me wrong.
I should go to be a Dusty Hill lookalike. It's
I'm from
easy
one
talk.
that
That is
creeks.
that you do.
I
Yeah,
have
you
been
should be
mistaken for it.
part of the tops.
I can
yeah.
tell that is a professional job.
ZZ Bottoms.
That's a
It was
professional
back
job.
in June.
Why?
You ever had a shaving where they put the hot towel on your face and all that?
Yeah, I used to
It's
go to
almost
sports.
We aren't
events.
from that
It's
generation,
almost
man.
like having
I
a
used to
lady.
go to
shit
I'm
on
old,
your
but not
face.
that old.
Yeah. I don't like getting haircuts. Do you like getting haircuts?
I shave my head, man. That's the whole reason I had long hair for so long. I don't like getting
yeah.
haircuts. Yeah.
I don't like it.
I
bro.
spent $500 at the barber last time, so that's too much. So I have to wait another
For
5
what?
years.
You could do it yourself.
For hairstyling, a hair dye, and the shave and all that with the hot towel.
What did you dye it?
The guy did it. I went from dark hair to blonde.
Hey,
And,
so
he goes, it'll look cool. You look more your age.
are you getting
I
more?
like my dark hair.
I think you're gonna look your age with any color hair.
Are you
I
getting
look
more
10
nude
years
modeling
younger with
jobs,
dark
or
hair.
are you getting more nude modeling jobs with this white hair beard?
I
or-
haven't done any modeling jobs lately.
Why not?
lately?
Because
There's
I'm
no-
still cancer recovering.
Oh yeah. Are you
And now you
afraid?
gotta go with the
Don't be
sympathy shit
shameful,
with the
bro.
bringing up the cancer. Come on, man.
Don't be shameful.
It's a
Fucking A,
matter
man.
of
Don't be
weight
shameful.
loss.
You just need to get in the gym
You
and
look healthy as
make
fuck.
your ass tight
right?
again.
usually am.
Too healthy.
work on that ass of yours.
Well, I want to go back to being a halfback. Fullback is like.
A full
Is the
back.
Bigfoot ale a treatment for your cancers?
Oh,
I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like you want to lose weight. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, that's a
drinking-
great way of
I'm
losing
gonna
it.
keep
I got-
drinking
yeah.
more beer until I've lost enough
Excellent
pounds.
strategy.
Yeah,
It
man.
works.
He's getting ready for the Civil War. He looks like a Civil War
Well,
general.
yeah, believe, yeah. No,
You know what I mean? You got a
I'm
horse.
gonna
He's
throw
the cool Civil
Yeah.
War guy, though. That
I'll
was
be throwing these empty bottles at any one of them that come down.
that's what I love about Enoch the
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
Is
The
when I
Great.
first saw him, yeah, you gotta pass. When I first saw him, I was like, oh man, look at this dude. Is this guy one of the guys that hates us libs? And he's the most lib. Well, I wouldn't say lib. I don't know about your lib. He hates Trump. That's and once he started,
Yes.
hates Trump to the degree where I'm just like, hey man, maybe like I don't like him either, but
I'm jumping on
pump
the
the
Jesse
brakes.
Ventura bandwagon, and I don't even want to say his name
I would.
anymore.
You and him should get together.
The awful.
He's probably is
I
accessible.
want
Look
to
at
be his running.
Haystack.
I want to. I ran for president last year.
Yeah, that's not going to
I
work.
got
but-
5 votes. I went on the registry of all the people that signed up. I got 5 votes for president.
Was
of the
it
whole
me?
nation.
Did I vote for you?
I
Five
didn't
people.
even vote for myself.
5 people
I
threw that
just
vote
want-
away.
It's funny to see that people did vote, but I'd like to be Jesse Ventura's running mate because look
Yeah.
at the vice president they have now. He's as big a piece of shit.
Well, he's
there ever
from
was.
Minnesota
Yeah,
too.
see, I got him
Shady
started.
Yeah.
Vance
I
is
got
my
him started.
name.
I like
Shady
Shady Vance. I do like that. But we were in a grocery outlet together, and it was packed. He rolled with me to one of my shows, and we went and I said, "Hey, we got some time. Let's go to grocery outlet real quick. Want to
I
get some
still
stuff."
have that salsa.
And you have the salsa, great.
Still.
So we're in there. Yeah, that's right, because he wasn't gonna get anything, and then he saw that salsa was like 99 cents. Yeah, 97 cents. So he comes out with like arms of paste picante sauce, and we're standing in line, and it's one of the rare times it was in Redwood City that it's packed. There's lines full of people. There's this nice lady in front of us who you had a brief exchange, and then out of nowhere, Jeff's like, "Well, I don't even know exactly what you said, but you were basically just like, yeah, wouldn't it be great to just like kill Trump and did it?" And I'm like, dude, can we calm down on the out loud Trump shit? Like, there's housewives here, there's whatever. You don't know who's got the panic button to Homeland Security and shit. It was just, I was just like, dude.
Only about 75% of them were the name Karen.
I mean, yeah, it's in the peninsula, man.
Yeah.
There's definitely Republicans in these lines.
We're
so.
right next door to the federal building, the Pelosi.
Exactly.
We were walking by me.
Time and a
Enoch.
place,
I'm
motherfucker.
surprised
That's
he
what I'm
hasn't
saying, man.
changed the name of that building because
We
he
were-
changed
We were
Harvey
walking
Milk's
by
boat.
Enoch and I, and he asked some Homeland Security police if they were ICE, and the guy's like, "Does it say ICE in my car?"
I think he felt insulted by that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel insulted sometimes by
So,
your
Chris
exchanges.
is brave. Chris just fucking I just left Enoch on his own. I said, "Fuck that, fuck that guy. I wasn't born here.
No, I love hanging
I
out with
wasn't born here."
I love hanging out with this dude, but it's got to be in small doses.
Oh,
We
yeah.
rolled. He took me to one of the. I think it was that very same show, might have been. But you went
Yeah.
280. I always will meet up with.
Vinny's, yeah.
I'll meet. No, it wasn't Vinny's. We were doing. I forget which show we were going to, but
San Carlos.
it was
I
the
think.
San Carlos one. So we meet up at the, I forget which mall that is, but I would
It
go
was Tanforan.
So I'd go to the movies and go watch some movies to get some bonus points on my Cinemark app. Meet up with him and get a ride from Bart, and he's bumping I've never heard anybody bump Michael McDonald louder than this dude in his car. I made a reel of it on my Instagram of it because it was just so hilarious, and he's I mean, Yamo be there
That's a
in your
great song.
ears, like you're riding in a lowrider boom with the big ass what do they call them, subwoofers and shit.
I love when the brothers.
Oh, it's
I
hilarious.
love when the brothers first hear Michael McDonald because they go, "God, this guy, he's got such a soulful voice, man."
I
see
told
him,
you I
and
only
he
got one
finally-
brother.
And they go,
I only
"This
got
guy,
one brother."
He's a tan, man, because
Dude, nah.
he's as white as
We got to bring it
fire.
back to nonsense. We're almost
Yeah.
having a coherent
Nah, dude.
conversation. Let's bring it
You
back
can't
to
use
nonsense.
the word brother.
Michael
It's
McDonald.
2026, fool. Just say it,
I'm
man.
bringing it back.
They're not your brothers. They're
It's
people.
bro. Everything is bro.
Everything's racial with you, bro. But you are from San Mateo and shit.
No, is it San Mateo or
Yeah.
no? Is it San Mateo?
San Mateo County.
I'm
by
not
Who is it? You
Mateo.
went to school? Pamela
San
Springsteen.
Mateo.
She was at Hillsdale.
Yeah, okay. Well, he knew he was
San
telling me
Mateo.
some.
She's been at my house a couple times.
He tells me things, and I'll hear key points, and then I kind of ignore the rest. But one of the things was Pamela Springsteen he went to
yeah.
parties that she was at.
Who's Pamela Springsteen?
Bruce
Bruce's
Springsteen's sister,
sister,
his
okay.
sister,
Oh,
but she's
yeah.
most how I know her is from the Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. She replaced the main character as the I don't know if you ever seen Sleepaway Camp, but it's one of the earliest schlock horror films where the killer is a transgender. I mean, they didn't even use the word then, but looks like a she, and then they reveal that she has a penis at the end of the movie.
That's crazy.
And so the person who did that, she actually does all those fan fests and stuff. She's beautiful too. The woman who
That
played the
escaped
killer.
Academy nod.
What's
Oh,
the
it's
name of that
popular.
movie?
Sleepaway
She's
Camp.
also-
Sleepaway Camp's got its following, but
I
so they
wanna
made
see it.
sequels. They made
I wanna
sequels,
see
and
it.
the replacement of that character was Pamela Springsteen. She played
Okay.
the killer
Got
in the
it.
I wanna
future in the
see that
sequels.
She was
movie.
also an uncredited cheerleader in Fast Times.
Yeah,
at Ridgemont.
Barry.
She
I
was
I
in
heard.
Fast
I
Times at
didn't. I
Ridgemont
saw that
High.
afterward. But
They're
Sleepaway
cheerleader
Sleepaway
cheerleader
Camp
from the
is her.
left or something.
Oh, yeah.
They
Sleepaway
didn't quite
Camp's her
cut
bread
her-
and butter, though.
You know
As
the
long as she
crazy
didn't
thing?
say nothing.
Hey, we got.
In
Yeah,
my-
he's
in
got to
my
yell at us.
daycare-
Crosstalk.
In
Yeah.
my daycare, when I was a kid, they used to play that movie, and I still think that is. But they were hippies.
What movie?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
They played
That's
it.
not a movie. Yeah, unedited. It's like they were hippies. These were hippies, but yeah. Now I look back on it. That's a weird movie to let kids watch over.
To show kids, yeah, it's an adult movie. It's rated R. There's like
But they were
underage. There's
hippies,
underage
you
sex
know?
with an adult.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of wrong.
At the very least, it's a coming of age film. No pun intended.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
what, the masturbation scene.
Yeah, you get to see.
Dude.
What's her name's her boobs.
Yeah, it's so no.
What's it?
it's-
Kevin Klein's wife.
it's
Phoebe
so
Cates.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Her
She still looks hot.
her
Oh, I know,
son.
yeah.
Her
That's
son.
why she doesn't go in. She doesn't. You don't see her in public.
Her son was
God, just thinking
her
about her
son-
is making half the
She's like,
audience
I
wanna
am
rub
done
one out.
letting people rub one out to me.
the movie is so inappropriate. Her son was telling the daycare woman, like, well, how you gonna let these kids watch this fucking movie? It's bad.
And it's easy with their eyes.
They were
It's-
hippies. This guy was old school hippie. Like he would swear, but he had different words for the swear words. Like he wouldn't say "fuck you." He'd be like "fudge you, bitch."
Mhm.
Well, what's
Yeah.
the other actress? Jennifer, like,
No, the Jennifer
Vic-
Lee,
Vic
Jennifer
Morrow's daughter.
Jason Lee, Jennifer Jason Lee.
Vic Morrow, who people may not know, but he
Yeah,
was,
that's
Yeah,
her
he
you
was
know
daughter.
in a
Vic Morrow.
TV
He was
show
killed
called
by-
Combat.
Yeah, he was
and
killed
his
by
head
the
cut
Twilight
off.
Zone, the movie. Twilight
Head
Zone, the
cut
movie.
off
Yeah,
By who was that?
John Landis.
Yeah, I hated John Landis ever since.
Hey, you gotta.
You know, it's crazy. There was like an abortion scene in that movie too. Like
brush
that
your
wasn't
wipe your beard, man.
that wasn't common in the
There's
1980s.
food particles flying
Can't
across
be.
the studio.
I always
Paul
think
looking
that
out
movie
for
is
us.
great.
There. That's
I was
hilarious.
ready
That
for
was
that
great.
shit.
That
I
was
always
great.
think that movie is great because it was directed by a woman. Like
Which one?
Fast Times at
Oh yeah,
Ridgemont High,
Amy
yeah.
Heckerling,
But
or
there was like
is that
an
her?
abortion scene. That's not common in the 1980s. You wouldn't see abortion scenes. in
Yeah,
movies.
no, they did a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah,
That was
it was
pretty
a
cool.
good movie.
I like movies.
Yeah.
I liked it when movies weren't condescending.
Oh yeah.
Like the kids' movies weren't even condescending. I just saw a movie. I think last year it was called Sketches, and unfortunately, it's called Sketch, but it's made by Angel Studios, which is that
Angel
Mormon bat. Yeah, I know.
I
They're
just saw a movie from Angel
yeah, they're a
Studios.
Mormon-backed studio.
Yeah.
They made the Sounds of Freedom.
There were people in
they're
a
these-
thread on your thing talking about it.
Yeah, there's probably, but I see them out of morbid curiosity sometimes because I get bonus points for the Cinemark app.
They
Because I'm pretty
actually-
sure they're
I saw the movie.
aligned
I've
with
seen
the
two of their
studio.
movies. They ask you for donations.
They during the
afterwards,
credits.
yeah.
That's exactly they pass they do the donation basket through the
Yeah.
credits.
That's funny.
It's so pathetic. But I saw a movie called Sketch that had one of the guy from. It was kind of a pet project from the guy from Arrested Development. One of the guys from that.
Yeah.
And they weren't like the main studio. They were like one of the studios that pitched in on it. And it was actually a good kids movie that reminded me of those old 70s and 80s movies that were for kids, but they weren't condescending. They weren't like, you're a kid, you need to have the it dealt with like some pretty heavy themes.
Starship Troopers wouldn't be in that category.
No, not at all.
I think kids should
Not
see
at all.
that.
No, that's
I think kids should see that because it would give them a healthy.
I did see it
idea
as
of
a
body
I think not a
image.
kid. I was in junior
That's
high
a movie
probably.
they need to remake, by the way.
They're
Starship
trying to.
Troopers,
They're
a
trying to
new
remake
one.
everything. And that's what's his name, Paul Verhoeven, man. That's
Yeah.
one of his brilliant
Yeah.
movies.
Did you see the Golden Globes or?
Golden Globe. Not that I haven't seen the nominee. I really don't pay attention too much to awards.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not really. I mean, because the award shows, that's all
Well,
just.
you're a comedian,
What about the
shouldn't
Golden
you?
Globes? They
I
just
Shouldn't
was
you-
going to say the only thing I like about award shows, they
Yeah.
usually have a decent comic hosting.
Yeah.
I'll pay attention to Conan or something. Like when Conan did, I pay attention to that stuff loosely, but like I don't watch them. I mean, ever
She
since
was
Will,
funny, though.
nothing's gonna top
It
Will.
was Nikki Glazer, wasn't it?
Nothing
It was
tops
Nikki
Will
Glazer,
Smith slapping
yeah.
Chris Rock. Nothing
Oh,
tops
that's
that.
right.
Man.
is
That
a
was.
moment.
I wrote a bit that I
Oh,
wrote out
yeah.
for like 3 years.
How about
thanks to
Golden
that.
Globes? Who got nominated for that?
I
got
just
pissed.
said
I didn't
I
get
don't
one
know.
Golden Globe nomination for anything, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, because
There's
you
a
haven't
movie-
done anything,
there's a
man.
movie-
Well,
with
that
DiCaprio.
could have something to do with
Yeah,
it.
it does. It
There's
does.
a movie with DiCaprio.
Enoch's
called,
working material
One
now.
battle after another. You never saw One Battle After Another?
I did. I saw it. Yeah.
What did you think about
I
One
loved
Battle?
it. Yeah, I thought it was great. Man, it's
It
filmed.
wasn't
Part of it was filmed in Humboldt.
It
man.
wasn't a comedy, was it?
It was. It had comedic. All of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies have like, at like different levels of. There's comedy in all of
That's
them.
the Leo one that I keep
Yeah,
putting
it's the
on.
Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You'd love it, Paul. It's
Yeah,
it.
you
You'd
probably
love the
would
Leo
love it.
character. Like you.
Every
It's a
time,
long
the only reason I
movie.
put it off is because I need to watch it.
I think you
by
should,
myself
as a-
out of my family.
As a father who's lived kind of like a unique lifestyle as a dad,
Yeah.
and with your kids, you would relate to it. I think greatly.
yeah, it's one
yeah.
of those ones I would have to keep rewinding if the rest of the family was a little.
Maybe maybe I don't know. It's a fun movie. It goes fast too. Like
Have you
it's
been
2.5
so high you
hours, but it
forgot a
goes like
poplar?
you're engaged the whole
Really?
time. Yeah,
Yeah, I
It's
like
a
great
movies
movie.
that can go that long. And it seems
they've been doing a lot of those lately.
Yeah.
Like Marty Supreme was one of those, and
Did you like Marty?
Are
I
you
love-
one of
yeah,
these
I thought it was
dads
great.
that, like tells your kids to put
I love
your eyes-
F1, dude.
cover your eyes and fast forwards beyond things, or not?
Not at this point. My kids are 25
Your-
to 33.
your kids. I
Okay.
met your kids when
I
they
was
were in
just saying, you're
like
still
junior
doing
high
that.
age, and they
That's
were
what it
adults
was.
then.
Yeah, you knew mine 33 when
Yeah.
he was like in junior high.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
not.
All, yeah, no, I met all the Brumbows, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know there's no
a lot of
more
respect
junior
for them.
high?
Respect to the Brumbows.
Junior highs are gone. They're like middle schools.
They were always say one or the
Now,
other. But
When I went to junior high, it was like 7th and 8th, but now I guess they added the 6th grade. Too.
they did that.
That's
Mine
a
was
precursor. They don't want schools. They're getting rid of the Department of Education.
yeah. We know the
No
conspiracies,
Department
but
of
let's
Education,
just
no
kind
more
of
schools.
address this. They my junior high. It was it was
Yeah.
7th, 8th, and 9th,
Yeah.
and then I was the last class. We were the last class, 94, that had the Newark Junior High. The 9th grade
Mm.
moved to the high school along with us.
we
Oh,
had
yeah, ours was what? Yeah, 6 ended at elementary, then
Yeah.
7th and 8th was middle, and then 9th was high
I
school.
don't
Yeah.
like it. 6th grade was like one of my funnest years.
I
You
agree.
know?
I agree. But the
I
fact
think-
is that the hardest transition was
Yeah.
funny. A lot of people think high school years are tough, and I'm like, no, junior
was
high was the
so-
worst.
when I was
I said junior high was prison rape, and high school was better.
we had
So-
like rockets. What are those rocket things? We were like, as a class experiment, we each bought these little rocket things.
What, SD's rockets? The
Yeah.
ones that you
Yeah.
fire off with the little buttons? Or
There's no way.
The
No.
little
Yeah.
pellets of things you put in
Yeah.
to make chemical.
Ours,
rocket?
I was thinking the one with the little rockets that you put in it that are actually.
You
like
can
that.
still buy those.
My
these
cousins
days.
and I made rockets with nitromethane and some other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, you guys
They
are
were- they
talking
were neat.
bomb materials.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I've
bomb.
never been into
was the
explosives and
60s.
fire and any of
No,
that
but
shit.
in 6th grade,
Unless,
was like,
unless I was lighting a
was
bowl,
my funnest
fire
year.
couldn't do
Their
anything
dad
for me.
I
designed
still
the
remember
lunar
my
launch
teacher's
All right,
name.
one at a time. Just one
No,
at a
let
time.
them sound like
still-
they're arguing.
It
I like
was
hearing
so
that.
much fun, and I don't know if it was gonna be the same if it was like 5th grade because you spent years. You know, I arrived to that school when I was in 4th grade.
Mhm.
You know, from Venezuela. I didn't.
That's
fuck-
right. You're from Venezuela.
I'm
oh,
from
dude.
Chile, but I lived in
Or
Venezuela.
Chile. That's right.
I
Yeah.
didn't
the
even
same.
fucking.
Dude,
I learned
but
English.
Still, man, he's from the targeted
He's gonna be
countries.
the
I forgot
third
all
country
about
they
that.
get.
They used to take me in the middle class, teach me English.
You
and shit.
cause people to have like kind of blackouts about.
I
like,
learned.
I just ran into Kurt Weitzman last night at the
Uh-huh.
Punchline, and I said I was going to be on your show today, and he was like, "Oh, dude!" Like just the trauma that came over his face. I'm like, Chris is cool. He's mellowed out some. He's still Chris,
I
but
think you might want to come over to the comedian
Oh, it
prayer circle.
it was-
before you go to the show.
I just saw the look. He's like, "Oh man!" I'm like, he's just going
You
back. And
know,
I'm like, I love Chris, man.
I
Even when I
think-
hated him, I love him.
I think I used to go to an improv class Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, no
that
doubt.
He used to be in there. I think that was.
I don't think. I think the
problem,
class
but-
ended and you didn't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, I think they threw me out. They threw me out for lying.
No way. They threw you
They
out?
threw
I
me
couldn't
out for
believe it.
lying.
I don't believe for
I was-
lying?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Isn't
they
that
wanted,
what all improv
they
is?
wanted people to tell the truth about something.
Oh my fucking man! You
and
no,
I
you-
made up.
They
some
did you a
weird
favor,
stuff.
man.
All I've got to say to that is yes and.
Yeah, yes, and yeah.
Hey man, I'm the improv king. I can't even lie. Dude.
I would.
It's hard. I'm competitive.
I'll pay
I
you
don't
an
like to
honest
play
compliment,
yes and,
Chris.
yeah.
I don't think anybody else riffs with as much conviction as you.
You
Seriously.
know why? Because
No matter whether it's going well or
it's
not,
my
you
second
stay
language.
convicted.
English is my second language, so I learned how to talk the way they taught
Speak
me.
some Spanish. I don't think I've ever heard you speak Spanish.
¿Y por qué no? Tú no sabes que yo puedo hablar.
Fucking A, man. I don't think I've ever heard you do it.
I'll
Or if I
never
have, I
forget-
forgot.
I'll never forget the time at Kells when you were like chewing out that one gash.
Oh
It
yeah.
pissed you off, and you kind of like
Gash.
5
Nah.
minutes after the show is over, you're still chewing her out on stuff.
I love
That was
gash.
great.
Here's your test that you know that he speaks the language, even if you've never heard him talk it. What's your name, sir? Your full name.
Cristiano Alejandro Schiavacazzi Valenzuela.
My God. It's like music.
Yeah.
You.
No
What-
wonder
I'm
they
sorry.
have-
What was the last name?
Schiavacazzi Valenzuela.
Damn.
Oh,
Look
No
at that.
wonder
So you
guys
you
never
even
finish your documentation.
Paul's
The
from
paper's
Central.
not wide enough.
so you
Central
shortened the
Valley.
name. Even with Shapakazi, you
No,
still
what?
shorten the
In
name.
Latin America,
Oh, it's
in
not-
Latin America,
it's
we
not
use
still.
both last names.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So yeah, we keep everybody. They keep both last names.
Was that your mom's or your dad's?
Yeah, that's my mom's last
Gotcha.
name. So
Right
It's
on.
like
Mama's
when
boy.
they say papers, please,
Short
you're
for
handing them half
Madonna
of a
Venezuela.
small book, 5 pages just for your name.
hey,
I want to get back to you using the word gash because that's
what about
that
It's
is
a
it.
good word.
No, it's one of those old school.
I was just gonna say you.
One of
just
those old
defined
school
one generation.
woman slurs
We
that I
need to have a
call
whole
them.
show dedicated to
Gash.
gash.
I don't know
We'll
about
do that
that, but I'm just saying.
We'll do that.
I'm
in
like
the
I haven't heard
future.
that like used earnestly in a long time.
There's a lot of things you'll hear from me.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh no
There's-
shit!
There's
Jeff.
there's
Yeah.
words you'll hear from me that don't even exist yet.
Enoch
I don't know
is-
about that, but
Enoch
you know.
still has a barely legal subscription. to
I
the
didn't know
house,
anything about this
you know.
Enoch the Great until he came to do a set at Vinny's, and
Oh,
then he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
when you bring me up, go by, bring me up as Enoch the Great. I'm like, no one's gonna care, Jeff. Like you can go up
Well,
and
they're not going to care about.
they're not
my
gonna care. But
regular
I'm,
name.
but then you went up there and you did what you do. You talked.
Actually, on YouTube,
For-
I sent you a YouTube clip.
It was probably the most.
I have
most-
a clip of him on stage.
You know how passionate he is right now.
Yeah.
That was gone when he was on the stage because he was like, then he was on stage and he's like, so it's like he's telling his parents about his
Wow.
day. That's why I said I'm like, where the fuck were your
Tell us
punchlines,
why you
Jeff?
hate Trump on stage.
Yeah, there you
should,
go.
yeah.
That's something. Just something to passion you up.
Book is
I wasn't really
good.
so much
Well,
the
you
Trump
said
shit,
they were
but
a
I'm just.
Trump crowd, so I
No,
kinda
I
like-
didn't say so much
that
they were
took
Trump.
away
I said there's
90% of my
no,
crowd.
it's
That was
not.
not a
A, you got to be
Trump
prepared
crowd.
for anything. That's one thing. But B, you just have to talk about some. You know what you could do easily is replace Trump with something else, as if you're bitching about it,
That's
and
what
then
I'm
make it.
hoping we'll do.
And then
Yeah.
clearly it'll sound like you're bitching about Trump, but you're saying it's about like.
I'm
you know, just
telling
make it
you,
anything.
You
man.
said it there. I want Trump to be replaced with anything else.
Well, then do it. Yes, and all right,
Trump's gotta be
improvise that
Washington,
bitch.
though.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can-
Yeah.
Trying to
You
help
can
you.
all make that happen really easy.
Trying to
just
help
have
you,
to
Enoch.
vote.
Yeah, trying to help
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Enoch. the
Flaming
Great.
bag of dog shit would be a better president.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
So I got this flaming bag of dog shit in the White House right now, and you know that this flaming bag. That's all you got to do. That's
Hey,
all you
man.
got
Did I
to do.
tell you about my turkey plan for MAGA?
Man, the,
I don't need to hear it.
the old
It's good.
joke is, man, Kamala was so bad, nobody wanted to. They would make
You went
sure,
on actually,
They
and
made
then
sure Biden didn't.
this
do
guy
it.
came to Vinny's, and he it was so funny. He because I do the Vahe trick with you because I know
Yeah.
that you're unpredictable,
Yeah, you
and I
put
want
me
to.
on,
I put you on
at
last
the
when we're
end.
getting our tips, and because you never know. It's like I'm not risking anything, but it's also good because you crush that spot, and if it doesn't crush, it still is entertaining. And you
Yeah.
kept your whole goal, I'm pretty sure, was to say women's panties as many times as possible
Well,
during your set.
no.
Well, what was the because he kept
Well-
going in the panties and some in panties and then I take the panties
Hey,
and
man.
there's something. That's what you
Don't
kept doing.
get
We were
jealous.
all the comics were
get
cracking
jealous.
up, man.
Some
Nobody
only-
was jealous, but we were.
Some OnlyFans models sent me some panties.
Oh, that's
I didn't want
You
them.
were supposed to give me one of those.
I didn't want them. I don't know.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
you-
that day of that show.
Were they that bad that he
I
burned
brought
them?
So this was real.
I
huh?
brought him here.
This
Yeah.
was-
Yeah,
this
he
was-
brought
this
him
was-
here, and then he was going to do
Oh
your
my
show. I
God.
remember he was going to do
Oh
your
my
show.
God!
Is
So
that
that's
like-
what he was
is that
talking
like
about.
the baseball card you were going to give
It
me
was on a
one
Monday,
time,
so he
or-
was here, and then he went.
Oh, dude, I had to disinfect this whole room.
Oh my fucking
And it
God!
wasn't-
That's
okay,
awesome.
So, and when you think of porn star underwear,
Yeah.
no, this had marks and
This
everything
wasn't.
else.
This
Yeah.
wasn't
Okay.
a Nina Hartley type.
I got
star.
I
This
got
was-
pink eye trying to smell the panties, dude.
That's right. I think he
got-
said that. I think he
Got
said
big
that.
guy
That was.
picking up the
I had. You know what's great is now I'm hearing what was material from that rant.
Did you inhale some rubbing alcohol?
Who says
like
Chris
you
doesn't write? God damn it!
Oh yeah.
Why doesn't
Because-
that make it to the States?
I got video. of
I
it
got pink eye from the
on
panties.
YouTube. On
You know what,
YouTube,
we're
I
still
sent you a
talking
clip.
about
Yeah.
gash now.
No, we are yes
I love the word
indirectly, but
gash,
thank you
though.
for
But this
He
guy's
does
like a
too.
'70s porn guy.
But-
I have met Nina Hartley, and she's a classy.
Yeah, she is. I love Nina Hartley, man. God bless her. I think I've rubbed more than a few out to
And
her.
also some of the
In her
the roller
finer,
derby gals.
older wine years.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah.
here met the roller derby?
There's
Remember
actually-
roller-
Actually, yeah, I had a friend that did.
There's
roller
a current
derby
porn
and
star
stuff.
who reminds me of like a young Nina Hartley because she looks aged and is hot. Dee Williams. Give her a
Hey,
shout
I've
out.
heard
Do you
Yeah.
do you vote on the AVN awards? Are you a voter?
Who?
Do you vote?
Me?
You guys? Vote
I
on-
don't
Part
know.
of the Academy.
You
I'm
know
aware.
any
I don't. Like I
people
said, I'm not
porn?
even into porn awards. So.
I suspect you must.
Well,
vote.
Octo Booty's won an award. That's she's a. I follow. No, I'm a thirst trap guy on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram. Look who I follow. You'll find the finest in the thirst
Well, I was
traps.
gonna say the closest I get to porn at my
Yeah.
age
Mhm.
is literally whoever's on my Instagram.
Yeah, I don't rub it out to Instagram though. I don't. I
I
leave
hate to
that's
say
that's a
this.
separate
Chris
world.
looks
But
like someone that would be a fan of the fiery Ann Cavello. Did you ever watch any of her old footage? I know you like
old
wrestling
footage.
stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Old footage. That
Like
was
we're in the
Get on
editing room.
8-track.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
You
like
get any of her like a
Super
real
8
like you know,
on KTVU at like
You got
3
some
o'clock.
panties.
That was before wrestling.
You
Before
got
my
some wrestling.
no
Yeah.
doubt. I probably caught some of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The fiery Ann Cavello actually used to
And
live.
Cavello, wait a minute. That
she
does.
lived like 3 blocks away from me.
Is that
I know that. Yeah, the
She
name.
used to
Okay.
bring her Lincoln into our gas station, ATC on the
That's
door.
gas
She had
station,
a
not
70
gash
She had
station.
a 72 Lincoln Mark IV, which was like a block
Wait,
and a half.
are you
long.
saying your family owned the gas station?
No,
or-
a friend of ours owned it, but I worked there.
oh.
But she was a checker
a
at
stripper club
She
called
was-
the Gash
her
Station?
daytime job. Was
If he
a
owned it, it would
checker.
be the gash
She
station.
was a checker at
So-
the Millbrae Safeway, which I to this
Where
day
you can get
still-
women's panties with your gash.
I never, you know what? I never
Alright.
got any of ATC's panties, but her Lincoln was cool.
Okay,
One
that's
time
good.
she was out there sunbathing naked on her balcony. We were up.
His
I-
life
my
is like easy
neighborhood-
money.
My neighborhood's above hers,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like so we're a hill, and we're
Oh,
looking
yeah.
down there, and a friend of mine was going, "Hey, ATC is out there sunbathing." So he comes up to my house, and we go down to the gully. I go, "Yeah, that's her, all right."
All right, fascinating story.
Yeah,
I
That
do
is
see
a
the
great
neon
story.
sign though. It says like it keeps rotating the neon sign. It says cash for gash. Cash
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
gash.
You need that bumper sticker.
What's your favorite strip club?
I don't go to strip clubs.
What's your favorite strip club?
For a guy who doesn't go to strip clubs, you certainly look like one, and you should go just so you get a little
By
in.
the way, what day was the buffet?
That's that's the
Thursday,
Gold Club.
the
Gold
Gold
Club.
Club.
Fridays.
Have you been to the Go Club lately?
Not lately, but I went there oddly enough with canceled comedian Keith D'Souza. May you rest in peace. But no, Keith D'Souza and I went there and somebody else came with us. You know who? No, it was Keith. No, it might not have been with Keith. I think it was with Joe Gorman and Christian. I forget his last name, but
Yeah.
you know
At
Christian.
the time I was there was some comedian like 15 years ago or 10 years
I
ago.
was
We went
gonna-
there for the $5 buffet, man. We got the fried chicken. It was delicious. I didn't get a lap dance that day, but thought about it.
I was gonna go to the Folsom Street Fair
Mhm.
until I saw that Keith was there.
Oh yeah, you know
I
what?
said,
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere that
But,
Keith
yeah,
goes, I'll
like,
be like,
should
maybe
have called the cops. Let him know you might have your knee dry humped if he gets too drunk.
Keith is there. Oh,
I actually saw him. I saw him like a year or two ago. It'll be 2 years this year. But my friend's band Annihilation Time played a show, and I saw it was at Gilman. I ran into him and I had a good talk with him. He's doing good.
Like a sweet guy.
He's doing good. He's doing good. He's good. I mean, I wish he was.
I heard the allegations.
I gave him a template of how to address his Me Too because, strangely enough, I was literally at the crossroads before it dropped because his accuser messaged me. I was at the show that triggered the accuser of wanting to say something about it, and what she told me, I'm like, I totally believe her story because, and I know what happened. There were witnesses that it's gross, but in the end, not to get into too many dirty details, but she emailed me or messaged me and said, should I post this? And I said, if you really feel that it's I said, unfortunately, this guy, I know I've actually tried to tell women stop feeding him drinks.
It's not like you told her, no, that can't be our key.
No, there's a trap. It was very public, and the reason, I mean, it's one of those things where like Me Too became kind of trendy, and the comedy scene always mimics what major entertainment does, and it's nothing against it. I thought it was good to address. So she posted it, and then I messaged. Well, actually, even before she posted it, I messaged Keith and I said, "Hey, Keith, you're gonna have a kind of a long day tomorrow because this, I got told about this." And then, of course, Keith first goes like, "Oh no, dude! Like fucking, well, yeah, like it went." And Keith knew. I believe me, I've imitated him for years, and I've talked to him. I've argued with him in his own voice. I've said he was like, "Yeah, fuck you, dude." I'm like, "No, dude, fucking whatever." And like you sat there.
Now it's got a little Cartman.
He is a little Cartman. He is a little Cartman, man. Believe me.
Pull it back a little bit.
All he is No Effects mixed with Cartman. That's his favorite band. And I told him, I said, and he to Keith's credit, he accepted it, but the trouble was nobody was going to take it lightly. That when he was going to want to talk, because he was still like able to do sets and that's when people were just sort of like, it's not a laughing matter and blah blah blah. And but I always still address, it's like, yes, I'm glad it was addressed, but I also say the comedy scene enabled it. Like that's, because people that turned on him also were the very people that fed him drinks and let him behave, because they always thought it was harmless. It was like he was like a chihuahua humping your leg. He did it to one of the girls I dated one night, and she was all about it too. She thought it was adorable. He was all creeping on her when he was wasted. He was like, "Oh, he's so cute." And she was a Latin chick, and I was just like, "Really? You're gonna let him just fucking sit there and like creep on you right in front of me?" And
he looks like a sweet guy. That's
he is a sweet guy. He is when he's sober.
No, but
when he's sober, not too much. It's really alcohol, not the weed, but it's alcohol. Alcohol, cocaine, all that shit.
Alcohol's the worst.
But I got a lot of love. I have a lot of love for Keith in spite of his issues, but I told him, I said, if you really want to address this and still like, you have to follow. If I were you, I would follow, or at least performatively follow, the 12-step kind of method of addressing and making amends. And you could totally do it and do it in your comedy voice. He just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to put the work into it because it would take work. And it's like, how important is comedy to you?
There's too many people.
But as we all know in this room and probably in his heart of hearts, hopefully he knows that.
Oh, he does.
He's going to have to make that amends, not just to.
Oh, he's not going to.
Jesus.
He's not going to. He just doesn't do comedy. He just doesn't do comedy anymore. Or he like goes to the open mic by his house. He's doing fine.
Come on my show, Keith, and admit your wrongs.
He could. I mean, I don't know how many people watch your show, but he can totally get away with it.
How many? Is there like 4 of us watching?
One of them's here, though.
Yeah, bring him here. I'll come down. I'll come down for that.
One of my listeners is here.
Yeah, you can thank your listeners.
Hell yeah. Hey, shout out to the listener. Right on, man. Thank you. But
at this point, you're a voyeur. Just let you know.
Probably rubbing one out to it. Yeah, fucking. Say gash again. Say gash again.
I gotta be honest with you guys.
Oh no, you've been lying. You've been lying the whole time.
I make my living.
Man, that improv group was right to kick you out.
Doing conspiracy theories. And my question is, do we know that woman really got shot?
Who?
who
Which one?
died.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you're into one of the. You're one of those, huh?
I'm
You think
saying
it was a staged
we haven't
event?
seen any video of her actually.
Yeah,
like,
of her dead.
There's no.
Yeah.
You could
There's
put
no
Very
it
true.
on-
There's a
on
lot
top
of. There's a
the
lot of.
windshield.
Lot
When
of
they talk
false
about-
flags.
When
yeah.
they come out and say that she was on,
We live in the
did they
age
do an
of.
autopsy or?
That's a
but
good
really,
idea. That's a good question.
We haven't seen.
It's a
video
triggering
of
event. Yeah.
That's
her,
why they
like,
got her
getting-
body out
yeah.
of there so quick.
Oh,
Because
somebody
she
has-
was
The
laughing
car too.
like crazy.
The car too.
Because did you see her talking shit beforehand?
Yeah, they were really. I
I'm
was
like,
surprised.
That was like a
I'm like,
comedy act. in
I
a
wouldn't
way.
even. I
Did
wouldn't
you
be
see
talking to
did
the
you
ICE
see the
Yeah.
black
people like
guy
that.
Who
No.
caught it on his camera? It's like
Why's he got to be
half-hour-
black? Why's he got to be black?
half-hour
You know,
video, and he's there. He goes, "God damn, they shot that
he's just a
woman.
guy.
I
all
just
right?
at the house. They shot her 3 times, and they go. Her wife was right there. There's
Yeah.
the blood. You know that blood could have been ketchup. Could have
So to
been
throw
Trump
some
blood.
Shade on it. All they have to do is take like that video that the cop. Why
Yeah.
is the cop holding the camera?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's very,
So
very.
anyway,
Yeah.
all they have to
Showing
do
his
is
Very
take his
sketchy.
footage. All they have to do is take his footage and put like a little Sora
Mm.
emblem in the corner
Mm.
and make it float. And
Yeah,
there's
who-
the-
Look
oh,
at you
it,
guys,
oh,
man. I like the
God.
highbrow turn this podcast took.
Now,
man.
did
It
That
could
was
be
really
fake.
good.
You know that
It's
you
a
brought up a
very-
good
I like it.
point there.
I
At
like it.
one point, she was talking about we're not even going to switch our license plates today. What the hell is that about? Like,
Well, it's because, you know, if you wanted to know who that person was,
Yeah.
they weren't presenting a harm. You could have went
Yeah.
and got them later that day.
Now,
That's the point of
according to an article I read, it was organized by the school. They go to a charter school, their kids. And the
What
school-
article and where? I'm really
And,
curious what you read.
No, but what I'm wondering is
Street
this true?
Street sheets.
Is
They
this
still
true?
have those?
That's his
Street sheets.
Is that
That's
how?
where he gets all his quality news.
Okay.
Stop it.
Didn't
Bring-
they stop?
Bring
street
out your
sheets?
money.
Didn't
Bring
they
out
stop,
your money, fools.
Didn't they stop
Holy
street
shit, I'm writing
sheets?
this down. I made you laugh.
Hey, I was gonna say,
You
didn't
made
they
me
stop
laugh
street
before,
sheets
Paul,
because they
man.
were like
Don't
using the
shit,
money to
man.
buy more drugs?
Street sheets.
Isn't
I'm
that
saying,
why they
is it
stopped that?
appropriate for schools to be organizing like Ice Watch, the parents' Ice Watch?
I really don't know.
If that's
man.
a true
I don't-
story, I mean, does
These
that
are
really
unprecedented
happen?
activities, you know. But the fact that a lot of stuff could be easily
Yeah.
manipulated these days is highly probable.
Well,
yeah.
there's nothing else going on in Minneapolis after Prince died.
Minneapolis is such a weird spot.
Yeah.
We did a show for the Comedians with Disabilities Act, but it was really just me and Nina G, and we did it at the University of Minneapolis or of Minnesota, which is in Minneapolis.
Was it in the winter? Or?
We did it in the winter. We did it during Thanksgiving of 2019, right before the lockdown, and it was the strangest thing. We got paid a nice chunk of change to perform for a very small group, which was really just the disability group of the students. That like they organized this event. Unfortunately, they didn't listen to Nina because Nina said, if you want the best possible ability to have like a good size audience, have it on like a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
Right.
And instead, they had it on.
Tuesday or some shit.
They had it on a Monday or I forget if it was a Monday or
There's
Tuesday.
the lights outside.
I think it was a Monday, and it was. I mean, obviously it was snowing and all that, but it was on a Monday, and when they didn't, like, Nina was like, "Well, if you're gonna do that, we're gonna like." She actually got them to pay more for us to do it on a Monday, which ended up being to less people.
So it's like half
And
the
they
fee,
they
right?
they got a whole spread of. Well, the thing is, they have budgets. I mean, I don't know how much now because everything's being screwed by what's going on, but. At the time they had a budget and they got to use these funds. So it was an event and they were trying to get the student body and they put up flyers, they did all that stuff, but it was unfortunately it was still a fun, it was a cool event for this little like cool ragtag group of disability students. But there was this one kid that was part of it, and I always remember them because they were I remember they were transgender. And I think, or non-binary, whatever, I forget exactly.
But they identified.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and once this, like, very hyperactive, I actually had to during my set, because I was doing the opening set to set up Nina. This kid was interrupting me a bunch, and I was interacting with him, and I was like, "Hey, just a heads up, your headliner stutters, and one of the toughest things that she always has to address is people interrupting the stutter." So just from our interaction, I just want to give you a heads up because I need you to do me a favor and not, you see all this energy right here, whatever, please resist the urge of doing that during her set. So I had to I was basically being like a substitute teacher, and I did so in a playful way. So it was like so it wasn't just so lectury, but it was cool. And the kid totally honored it. But then afterwards, because I had a joke involving conspiracy theories, it was flat Earth. I did my flat Earth joke for them. This kid, man, he lit up, and they were talking to me for half of the time afterwards, all about and the amount of information that this kid was going in. I was just like, I can't even keep up with what the conspiracy within the conspiracy, just all this stuff. And then it turned out that person married this other student. It was a dude who had brain damage from a car accident, who was part of that group, who was Muslim too, and had very devout Muslim parents, which I was just like, whoa. This is and they called me in the middle of the pandemic. They called me during I think just before the
wedding.
No, not the wedding. They were on a farm. They were on the non-binary parents or kids' farm, and they both were talking to me on the phone and then giving me more conspiracy shit about whatever was going on in Minneapolis. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it was the fact, because I did exchange numbers with them, because possibly for recovery related purposes.
Minneapolis is a weird fucking
It is a
place,
weird fucking
dude.
city, man.
You know, you got Prince, Morris Day.
Pull your
Twin
mic
Cities,
to yeah, there you go, man.
You know.
It keeps going back up.
Oh yeah.
I think it's because
I think it's 'cause-
the side of it.
Hey,
Chris is turning it on.
Talking
Chris
about
is turning
Monday
it on,
night
man.
shows. I was in Vegas. I went to see Sammy.
Sammy obeyed.
Monday night. He killed it, dude. He fucking killed it. It was
killing it thanks to all the
killed
tragic events in our world.
for the
It's
first.
made him a better comedian.
Well, I'm telling you. So he literally will take 35 minutes of fucking news fodder.
Oh, it's amazing. No,
And-
I know.
And
Yeah.
the younger generation are eating it up.
I just shared
Yeah.
a clip of his saying that it's amazing to watch a
But-
dude who's always been a funny comedian and always in these territories and stuff that I always thought was kind of more
I
innocuous,
gotta be
and
honest.
it gave him purpose.
Like,
It's
I've
amazing.
always loved his math stuff, but I
Yeah.
suck at numbers.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
wife will laugh and she goes, "Oh, you don't get that?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh no."
It's dork shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so some of it I don't get.
No,
But
now
he's
his
just
comedy's got teeth, man.
Yes,
it's
it
got
does.
teeth now.
I got
Really.
paid by the Israeli government to go watch him for 10 grand.
I believe that these days, man.
Oh,
I mean, you might have been
I
an agent the
wish.
whole time.
I wish. Sammy and I are cool. If I did get paid by the Israeli government to follow him, I think he'd be cool with it. He'd be like, go for it. Dude.
I don't know
swear to
about that.
God,
I really don't.
He'll be like, hey, no, because he's looking for that attention.
we live
He-
in that
he
world
was
right now,
talking
though, where
about that he didn't make the top 10 anti-Semites.
oh yeah, that's right. He's trying to
Which
get on
part
that
of
list.
The
Yeah.
government, was it the Mossad or the Zionists?
He's
or what?
Palestinian.
He's
He's not 100% Palestinian.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think anybody is
like, kinda
outside of
blew
that
up.
area.
His Palestinian side blew up when he thought I could talk about this.
Is he Lebanese too, or something, or what?
Yes.
What else is he?
Yeah.
He's mixed.
Well, dude, there were these.
He's from Fremont.
There
all
were
right.
these-
Fucking-
There were these two hot chicks sitting right next to me, and one of them asked him if he was single.
Why they got to be hot, dude? Can't they,
They
just
were
be chicks?
These women were
Everybody's
fucking
black
hot,
guys,
dude.
hot chicks,
were
man.
hot,
Come
dude.
on, what's with all the
Yeah.
adjectives?
Yeah, I was
Dude.
gonna say.
Yeah,
Why
man.
can't
Dude.
you say
These are
black
people.
guys? I don't
These are
understand.
I
people.
swear,
That's
they were
not
hot.
racist.
They were hot. Sammy brought out the hottest Middle Eastern women in
Mhm,
Vegas that
mhm.
night.
Who's
dude.
this Sammy now? When you keep
Sammy
telling-
Obeid.
See, that just tells
Okay,
me how much
you-
you're not a comedian.
you
All right,
keep
if you don't know who
telling me-
Sammy
you
Obeid
keep
is,
tell-
claiming
okay,
you're a Bay Area
when you keep
comedian,
saying
Enoch
Vegas
the
and
Great,
Sammy, I
No.
think Sammy Davis.
I have a question
Sammy
for you.
Obeid.
Okay.
Is it when they ask you if
Respect.
you're single?
Put some respect on his name,
I thought
Enoch.
he did a
I'm
time
gonna call you
travel.
Jeff until you put
That's
respect
not-
on his name.
I thought he did a time travel thing, and he's talking about Sammy
That's
Davis.
like marriage thing, isn't it? They're not trying to.
Yeah,
fuck
we'd be
you.
talking this much about Sammy Davis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sammy
Yes,
Obeid, bitch.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank you,
didn't
thank
tell
you.
me
Sammy
that.
Obeid.
Put some
One
respect
day,
on his
you're
name.
gonna be telling
I mean, I feel
people,
like
"Fuck
Birdman
that
right now.
anti-Semite,"
I feel like Birdman
because
in the
you're
studio.
fucking Jewish, aren't you?
No,
How the
I'm
fuck
not.
don't you know about Sammy Obeid?
Oh, you got him
You're
rolling.
fucking
Look at this.
Jewish.
Listen
He's
here,
an
you-
anti-Semite,
listen here, you
motherfucker. He's an
panty
anti-Semite. You should know about Sammy Obeid.
Panty sniffer.
Lucky for you, he
You're a
performs here.
goddamn panty sniffer.
He performs
If
here
there
every
ever was
month.
one.
He's
Take
out
the
here every
L.
month.
Take
Go
the L,
watch him.
Jeff. All
He's
right,
at
just take the L.
punchline. I'll let you. next time he's in town, we can go watch him and shit. That way you could.
Have you had Zorba in on your show? Because I haven't heard one of those rants since the last time you and Zorba were on my old show.
Actually, I think he wanted to come on.
He probably would. He probably would.
He didn't want to come on my show.
No, not on your show. I doubt. Yeah, no,
he
but
didn't want to do my show.
No doubt.
Zorba, I've known Zorba for like 20 years.
Yeah, I know, and you guys are cool when you're not doing this, when you're not in character.
Back in LA years ago. I mean, Zorba and
I saw you two have a nice. I saw you guys both have pleasant exchanges, and then you did your thing ranting at him, and he got upset at you, and then we squashed him. Remember, we had the. You're not right. Well, I mean,
I'm not racist.
Not really. Like you are for comedy's sake, but the fact that
I can hit white people too. Goddamn it! I'm Latinx, motherfucker.
But no, we had the Butthurt Bowl on that was my show. We called it the Butthurt Bowl because after the Christmas Shopakazi episode. Where you because he was my old co-host.
Yeah,
he was like the longest running co-host because he was great. That was one of the things that people didn't like. Zorba was one of the greatest co-hosts because he would be earnest and yet he would drop some of like just being himself, would drop some of these hilarious gems, just asking questions or follow-ups or whatever. And so when you came on, I thought it was going to be like a no-brainer, and then you have just what you did right there to Enoch.
Yeah.
Like, we know we can have fun with hearing you do that.
Look at Enoch. Enoch is shutting up. He's
scared. Zorba takes it.
I'm enjoying.
No, he's listening. Zorba takes it incredibly seriously.
Yeah.
He takes you at face value. He thinks you're doing it like for real, and then he's sitting there, and then he argues back for real. Yeah. And then next thing you know, he gets hurt. So then remember the butt, but this is what happened on the Butthurt Bowl. You won't remember this, but this was hilarious. He got sick. Remember he wasn't going to be able to make it to the Butthurt Bowl because he had a stomach problem, and he called in. And we had him on air, and I was like, so it sounds like we got you, Zorba. Like, what's going on? He goes, oh yeah, I got some stomach trouble, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it down. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's no problem, Zorba. I hope you get better. But just so you know, you forfeit the Butthurt Bowl, so that means Chris wins. And he was like, I'll be down there in a few. He came down. This is how Zorba. It was such a joke. I'm clearly joking. It's like, what are you? This is not a real guy. It's in the meantime. It's on my old in the meantime, and he comes down. He's like, I'll be right down. I'm like, he cannot psychologically just be like, it's a bit, dude. It's a bit. And he came down, and sure enough, we had another eruption. He caused another eruption, and then he blew up after the show. And it wasn't about anything. We were just talking. I was just like, thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming down. It was still a great episode because I didn't want to exploit his rage in response to it. And he was totally calm. And then he worked himself up into a frenzy by himself, all about Dash Kwiatkowski. Dash Kwiatkowski was renting space in his head. He whipped up a frenzy, and this was the funniest.
Guy for like 20
this was the funniest shit. This was not funny, really, but it was funny as hell. Yeah. And the studio looks just like it's set up right there. He was sitting in the chair that you would be sitting in there. And he's sitting there and he starts going, and then these fucking whatever, and then Dash Kwiatkowski, fucking whatever. I'm not even saying anything to him. He's just running on his own. And he ends up going, and he slams the table. He goes, fuck that, I'm out of here. And he spins around on the chair. And he tripped on one of the wires of the microphone on the ground. He tripped around. He had a Ziploc bag full of trail mix and shit. The trail mix flew all over the room. He tripped over the thing, slammed into the wall, and turned the lights off. Like, because the chair slid, and I'm just sitting there watching this whole fucking thing happen out of it.
Great if they had cameras on.
It really would have. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen happen that wasn't intended. And he stormed out and he even slammed the front gate. And the dude that was there was a dude that lived there at that old building. I would see him out front, and I walk out there and he's smoking a cigarette. And I said, hey, just so you know, that guy won't be coming back again. He goes, yeah, I was gonna ask about that. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's not coming back. And it was so funny, but it was not. It was a real moment that I wish didn't happen. And Zorba's cool, man. We obviously, I wasn't mad at him.
I saw Zorba at Kells.
Well, here's a follow-up on Zorba.
Yeah,
he's
Zorba Hughes. Look him up. Follow him on whatever he's on, man. He's a very steadfast comedian in San Francisco, underappreciated. You know, kind of, you know, he's been doing well now, like mentally and all that. And I know he's been through a lot. And I love that guy. Well, no, he's got, you know, his mom passed. His mom passed. That was like, no, he you know.
We just saw him perform in September at Comedy Day, right?
Probably, yeah. No, he's always at Comedy Day. I know that. And I wasn't there this year, but yeah. I was there the last 4 years, and I was like, I'm gonna like. I keep telling Nina G, like, give it a break. Like, let you know, we don't have to be there every year. Like, you know, I was there 4 years in a row, and I really respect Comedy Day, and I love that. I love the fact that they still are able to put it on.
Right.
You're there. I mean, I know you're always, you know, you're part of it. So
yeah,
I know you're.
I'm there even if I'm not performing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've always seen. I always see you
We're
there.
gonna get Enoch in it next year.
No,
What
please
about
don't.
Enoch?
Please don't, man.
What about Sketchfest? Are you doing Sketchfest?
I never. You know what's fun? I was in Sketchfest in 2024 for the first and probably last time. I don't know how many. You know, but I never submit. I've submitted once just to prove they wouldn't approve me, and I actually know some terrible dirt about the organizer Cole Stratton. And once I learned that, or Stratton, whatever his name is, once I learned that dirt, I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Was your submittal, was it an honest, like, did you really just give it your best effort and they would turn you down?
It was, I know I gave him a good set, and it was really just to prove that I know they wouldn't accept me, because I don't, nothing against SF Sketch Fest and what it does. They put on great shows and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't like, I don't submit to any festival really. I've submitted to a couple through the years, and when I was turned down by one, that I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
What
like,
about the Marin Comedy Festival?
I don't know if who runs that.
That's Vaje's new festival.
Oh, he's doing one of those now. See, it's a
Marin.
grift. And once Vaje's doing one, it's a grift.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, is that they're all grifts to take your entry money.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some fests that I'm sure, you know, obviously have obviously Just for Laughs, and I think Big Sky. There's ones that you can put on the resume, but ultimately, I just don't think that they're helpful to anything, and they're really just excuses for comedians to get together and get wasted. That's the only point of it.
That's the
I don't
only
dig
reason I ever put the word festival on one of my shows when I did that Backyard Comedy Fest. It's because I didn't ask anybody for money. I wanted to see
beautiful
how
of
many
you. That's
comedians
beautiful
I
of
could
you.
get on one stage.
That's beautiful of you.
And it was like 30 people in downtown Redwood City on like a school's riser. We borrowed a riser from one of the middle schools, and everybody got to do it. I think you were on that too.
I could have been.
But it was, I think we had 30 people. I've never produced a show. We had like 6 different hosts. It was like Comedy Day. We broke it down into segments and stuff, but we went for like, I think it was.
What was Backyard Coffee?
Coffee.
Back there. Okay, yeah, in Redwood City. I forgot about that place.
We did it in the parking lot.
I might have done that. Yeah, you might be right.
And I remember, I literally still have the flyer. There was like 30 of my best comedy friends at that point. Anybody that would show up for me in Redwood City to do a set.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is don't put the word comedy fest at the
Well,
end.
no, there's people.
The only reason I did it wasn't for a grift. It was because
No, because
I had
he's
so
putting it
many
on. No,
fucking
there's people that put on festivals that I don't feel are grifts, and I don't say this. I say this generally just because that's how it feels. Because there are some that are
grifters. What about Enoch? What kind of grift? What about that Trans Am you got sitting in the fucking?
Don't talk about his cars. We were on we almost were having a conversation.
You gotta fix that car though.
And we're back to nonsense.
I wanted a new
All right.
battery and I moved it.
It's a Trans Am. You can't just let a Trans Am rot.
Why don't you buy it from me then?
How much?
Do you
How
even have a
much?
driver's license?
It's a Trans Am. It's a Trans
Nothing
Am.
matters. It doesn't matter.
You don't even need a driver's license to drive a Trans Am.
You don't need a driver's license to rant about your car.
Cool. That's how cool that car is. You don't even need a driver's license. You can just drive it. The cops will be just like waving at you, like, "Hey, man, it's pretty."
Well,
cool.
I was gonna just give a shout out. DNA runs comedy festivals that I feel are not grifts. I've gotten to do those. I know Savage Henry runs their festivals that I believe are not grifts. In
DNA,
you know, there's people that do run fest, and there's been plenty. I know one. What's her name? Lisa Pidge she has like a show that was like her fest that I was a part of.
DNA is one of my heroes. You know, he's got
DNA's awesome.
He's gotten people out of jail.
Yeah.
He's gotten people out of murder charge.
I don't know about that, but you know, I haven't asked him about that. I don't want to
no,
either.
it's because his name DNA.
Oh, DNA. It's a joke. You had to explain your joke.
You know when you have to explain it.
Yeah, I know. That's a good joke. Then
it
makes
it way funnier.
That's why he's laughing so hard. Look at him. comedy genius.
Last time I saw DNA was when he was doing shows at the movie theater in Santa Cruz. I went with Vahe. He didn't.
Oh, that was his club. Yeah,
and he sold us some hats.
He sold us some hats.
What happened to that hat?
You're talking about that napkin you dropped on the floor there. Is that your DNA?
You're talking about cum. All right. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Isn't that good? Yeah. It's even funnier that he used your joke.
So funny, man.
Kind of in a callback-ish way, implying a callback to the man.
I think during Christmas,
you guys are a real comedy team.
You'll be able to like work as Santa Claus again, dude. Like you're just getting white as fuck.
But yeah, I've never submit. I don't really take SF sketch. I when Sketchfest comes around, I look to stay out of the city or
when Sketchfest is.
But I was in one. I was in one just because, and I got it. This is what was cool.
Yeah.
Jade Theriot. She they were going to do a disability show, and it was called, what was it? They had a terrible name for it, and it was like insulting, really. And she wrote an email to Cole Stratton, like it was well worded, long. She did this of her own volition. This was not, nobody put her up to this, where she basically said, "This is insulting. This is, I've been part of your fest and all that. We have a troupe in the Bay Area called the Comedians with Disabilities Act with established comedians in the area and been doing shows for years or whatever. We have a venue," because they were going to do it at the Punchline too, which has a ramp that they bring out for her. But technically,
you still got to get up to the top of the fucking pyramid.
It's not just that. It's not according to requirements and shit. So at the time, Alameda Comedy Club was still open and running, and they made everything ADA compliant. So we would do shows there.
How is Jade? I haven't seen
Jade. She's good. We're working with her coming up. But she got Sketchfest to acquiesce and book the Comedians with Disabilities Act at Alameda Comedy Club, and book us all. We didn't submit, we didn't do anything, so I got to be on. I have a Sketchfest credit, being a part of it. I was never prouder because I didn't submit for it, and we didn't do shit for it other than Jade just fucking told them like, "Look, this is fucked up. I'm not going to work with you if you do it things this way," and she fucking pulled it off. And then the funniest part was we had a great show, and then poor Jade, in the middle of her set, and she has a drink or two. Like, she wasn't wasted, but she likes to have a cocktail or two because she gets nervous in her set, but she's hilarious and she's crushing. And she does her bit where she's going out into the crowd, rolling in her chair, and we had sign interpreters. Okay, we had the sign interpreters over there, and and I don't know about the vast majority of them. We've met ones that are totally cool, but I'll just say this group was uptight. And Jade basically was just riffing on what the current interpreter, what else he could do with his hands. And he sat down, and apparently that was the sign, universal sign sitting down of like, "Hey, could you lay off me?" So when she kept going, the leader of the sign interpreters stands up, and this lady goes, "Hey, I think what you're doing right now is really inappropriate." Like Jade was killing, and this lady just stood up and killed the whole vibe. And the funniest part to me was, I'm like, this bitch can hear. Fucking goddamn, because she's an interpreter. But I'm like, you're talking like you're breaking your own code right now, aren't you? And then Jade, she got it kind of back on track, but it was such an awkward moment, and unfortunately, Jade couldn't figure like a way to laughter to like alleviate the tension of it. So it made the rest of the night awkward. We were going to do a whole curtain call photo, and it killed the vibe that we didn't even do that.
What was Jade saying about the hand?
She was was nothing specific. It was just, it was really the fact that the guy wasn't comfortable being the center of attention.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Because you've done a lot of those shows with
I'm one of them. I'm one of the Wolverine of the group. Yeah.
So a lot of shout out to any comedian. But you were talking about when you guys went to Minneapolis and you had to kind of educate the one kid about, hey, it's already bad enough when a comedian has to deliver their setup and punch, but when you break that and somebody's got a stuttering disability, you're really fucking things up. But you did it in a nice, caring
way. That's the whole point of the show. It's fun. Some we do more obviously clean shows or whatever, that kind of thing. And we're doing college audiences.
So you're not only educate. Okay, as a comedian nowadays, you feel like there's a certain amount of education you got to do with the audience. Please
Depends.
keep your
It
cell
depends.
phones off.
It's
please keep
yeah
your
with that shit.
table chatter to a
General
minimum.
comedy. Yeah.
You know, no
Have some.
heckling, no saying
Pretend
shit
like you
out.
got manners.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Or like you
Pretend
were
like you got
raised
manners.
Not by a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Pretend
so
there's other people here and not just you looking at your television
you
set.
find
You know.
that you have to
Or your
educate,
phone.
Those audiences even more.
No, not at all. Actually, they're great audiences. Every one of there's not been one bad show that we've done for any organization or college group because first off, a lot of the times they're paying a pretty good chunk of change for them, and in doing so, we have to sign contracts and this is really Nina G. Right. I mean, we sign them when we have to sign them, but Nina G does. She's so Nina G does not get enough credit for like the amount of stuff, and this comes from her education background. But
you should book Enoch. He's an albino.
He's an albino.
He's an albino.
I don't know about that. I mean, he does look like an aged Johnny Winter, but I mean, that's you know.
He's a caveman.
Yeah.
He likes to talk about his people. I'm like, with the caveman.
Yeah, we got to bring it back to nonsense.
That's I's just coming for the
We're
caveman.
talking too much serious shit here, Paul.
Okay,
The audiences are great. I mean, it's just like anything where like how when we have a free show, you always have your free bar show or open mic. People then they're like, why aren't you Dave Chappelle? Like at the free shows.
Right.
When you have a paid ticket show, the audience tends to behave a little more because they've already invested some money.
Dave Chappelle is
Yeah.
coming.
There's an investment.
There's an
time,
investment.
There's money.
Yeah.
There's
You'll
all
see
that
more.
stuff.
You'll see better behavior generally from the more that somebody has
And I'm
a
guessing
stake in
your
it.
audiences there have more empathy and they understand.
They're there.
Hey, by the way,
Depending on what it is, but and there's some. We did one at Harvard. We got to do Harvard at the beginning of 2024. That was a big. That was a big milestone for Nina. She was actually really nervous, and God bless her. And what was so great was that Harvard is still Boston, and so Nina, I think she ended up kind of had a weird moment. It doesn't happen very often with her because she's seasoned professional. She's performed all kinds of audiences, all kinds of awkwardnesses, and but this one, because it was it's Harvard, and I think she kind of got a little ahead about wanting to address both, be humorous, but also because originally I was supposed to host, and last minute she switched to where she was going to host, which means she does her set up top, and then I was the middle act, and then we have Michael Beers, who's a hilarious dude, close it out, and so she switches it, and I said, "Are you sure? You ready?" She goes, "Yes, yeah." And I saw why, and she did great. But what I noticed is she has degrees of her act where she'll be full on comedian, she'll be like half comedian, half educator, and then she'll have ones where it's like educator with comedic kind of points in it.
Sure.
And she had a shift and like kind of a change of heart where it wasn't going to be full comedy in her mind. She went to the half comedy, half educating. And I saw that. And I saw that's what she did. Now that put me in a position where I'm like, okay. And they were laughing, but there was also like kind of, and we had a great audience too. But I'm like, this is still fucking Boston.
Did you have to shift gears? Because of that?
Okay. We already talked to the people who booked us, and they were like, we want a show. We want a show. So they weren't.
Shifted gears on you. Did that alter?
What it did was it told me like I didn't have to be the person to, like you just said, where I because sometimes I'll be like talking. What I do is I'll do my act, but also kind of incorporate some of our bullet points of what we're about, what we're doing, why we're even here, and all that kind of shit. And she put me in the position where I just get to be one of the comedians. And so I got to do a set, and I got to do a more Boston, because we went to a Boston Bruins game, and I was scolding them for the fact that they've done such a good job with Progress that you rob a people of their culture. We didn't get to hear one real legitimate Boston slur. And the Boston Bruins lost. They lost to the Calgary Flames. They were a first place team. It was a sold out show full of Bostonians. They were all drunk or whatever. We didn't hear one retarded or anything, man. We were upset. I was like, you guys, you are robbing your people of your culture. And they laughed. So I got to do a bunch of material. And that was the thing. That's like a joke, obviously the inverse of what we're aiming for. But it was a fun joke to be able to kind of like, because it was like, I don't think you guys have sticks up your asses. I think it's just like Nina she read the room, not wrong. She read the room differently, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna let you. And then Beers closed it out and had a great set, and so it was like, because the organizers who booked us, we asked like language, anything, whatever. They're like, no, you guys got free reign. But we were performing in like this big, like really cool room that's part of the library. So while we're doing the show, there's like clear walls where the whole library can see into what we're doing, and they might even be able to hear too. So that was what I think. I think kind of the environment.
She made an audible call.
She made an audible. She called an audible to like kind of switch up her like kind of the thing at the last minute.
Well, that's a good thing about it. Comedian slash producer slash.
I think she was. I think she just wanted to make sure like that like the fact that it was Harvard, and because we had the greatest handlers.
She was covering her ass.
It wasn't even an ass that needed to be covered, but yeah.
But yeah, kind of.
I think she just shifted gears for that very meeting. Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably that was really what it was, and maybe she was also too just nervous because sometimes
but that's a professional.
I actually just.
To go.
What's funny is I don't go to the Punchline nearly as often on the Sunday showcase, and I just went up last night, and it's funny because when I go up now, like the new comics are really good, some of them, and not only that, our working comics are really good. There'll be like a momentum going, and I'm like. And it's not that I'm just like, I don't know how much I'm really evolving or whatever. I just try to maintain.
You get in your head?
Oh, totally. When I'm there. That's probably the one play. Only on the Sunday. And it's not because of the comedy. Right? It's because it's the peers. Yes. It's because of all the it's a bunch of shopakazis in people's heads. They're just like, well, you're a hack. You're a fucking hack. You're whatever. You don't even get off the stage. I heard that joke 5 times last week. You know, just that's Chris.
You're missing your calling. You are definitely an impression.
Oh, I believe me. I've known. I can only do sarcastic impressions. But one of the things, no, because Chris paid me one of my early great compliments. Because Chris was always the one to tell me, like first off or whatever. He's like, man, why do you think that was gonna work? What like always doing that. But one time I won the Tommy T's open mic competition, and he rolled up to me after my set before they announced me or I wasn't even announced the winner. I had to fight for my winnership because they were about to give it to me, or I think the guy's name was Joe Rivera or something.
What about your friend who's blowing up?
Which friend? Kyrie Shabazz.
The Star Wars guy.
Star Wars guy. Oh, Eric. Yeah, Eric. Yeah. We'll get to him. But no, the funny thing was he comes up to me after my set and he looked like he had gas or something. You had a pained look on your face. And this is exactly but no, I've seen you. I see you when you smile. I see you when you're like, smile when somebody's doing bad. You smile when somebody's like, when you're sitting there, and you came up and you had a pained look on your face and you it's so funny. He goes, you had a good set. It's so hard for you to say.
He was deflated.
It was. I believe me, man. It was one of the things where I'm like, man, that was not that I think it was that hard to say. He was just. He was just. It was cool because Chris compliment means a lot to me.
Yeah. So even when you say that to another comedians come off stage all the time.
They do the bump and all that, but no, when there's certain ones. There's certain ones. I have different. Bert DeVitri was another one of them because we used to not like each other at all. And when I hosted a Wednesday showcase at Roosters one time, I hosted the fuck out of this show, and it was because it was a terrible show. But I was keeping momentum light between comics without doing material, just doing a line or something, just to make it fun, just to take the junk and make it fun, just like Junkyard Rat here does. And dude, I got a lot of compliments from people, but the one compliment I got to tell him too. Me and Bert are cool today, and I told him because there's a lot of recovery based stuff, you know. And I just said, dude, you paid me one of my biggest compliments because this is literally what he said. He goes, "Mean Dave, you know I hate your guts." And I was like, "Yeah, man, feelings mutual." And he goes, "You hosted the fuck out of the show tonight." And I was like, "Whoa," because I didn't expect that. And I've paid compliments like that too with people I truly don't like. And where if I saw, you know, I don't want to name them, but I don't want to say that this was like at a time. It's like I don't stay hating people. I mean, I think we've had words before, and so I'm just saying it's like it's unhealthy. But that's the thing about comedy, where like sometimes the person that you may think hates you the most or whatever, something like that, if you get a compliment from that end, man, it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think
it's all been downhill from there, though. So, yeah.
No, and I think that's how we evolve as people, anyway.
Yeah. Well, you hope. I mean, yeah. Right. I don't know about you, Enoch. How do you evolve?
Enoch is a killer.
He's back to Enoch. He's no longer Jeff, so he has evolved.
Enoch.
No, he goes back and forth with me.
You
Well, I
know,
meant in this
he not
podcast,
look
they're
like
always up there
he's
for
trying to make his fried chicken recipe work. Or something.
Yeah. You got a fried chicken recipe?
No, I was
You got a
doing
chili.
tri-tip. I did tri-tip over the
I want some of that. I want to try some.
spinach suffle and strawberry rhubarb pie.
He's from San Mateo, dude.
I love hearing him just say
spinach
foods.
truffle. Spinach truffle.
What's wrong
Rhubarb
with
pi-
a suffle?
You get, oh my
Spinach
God.
truffle.
Suffle, I don't
Have you
know
ever
what
been like a?
The French call it a souffle.
souffle, a suffle.
Americans
San
call it
Mateo,
a suffle.
man.
It's
Have you ever
spelled
been-
that way? If it's spelled a certain way, I like to pronounce it
I
that
was
way.
wondering
Hey-
what the
Because
fuck you
it
were
catches
saying.
people off guard because they at least ask you, what the fuck are you talking about?
How
If
about-
you said the right thing,
That's stuff
they don't respond. You want to provoke a response.
Spinach truffle.
Have you ever been a? I want to say malls aren't the thing, but have you ever been a Santa for Christmas any year? I
don't
want you to do it
believe
with
in-
your hat.
I don't believe in Santa
Just to
Claus.
make some money, man.
You know
Just
what
get some-
pisses
I've
me
always
off
had
about you
money.
know?
I've
Z-
never-
ZZ
I'll
Claus, dude.
I'll
You
let
could be
someone
ZZ
else-
Claus. I want
I'll
to see
let
that
some
shit.
other starving guy get a couple of cans
Yeah.
of bean being a Santa Claus. Why
He's
should
never
I-
I'm not
invited
gonna
us
let you do
over.
another set
why
around
should
Christmas.
I take money off of the plate on his alley. We're not gonna let him be the.
I want you
Santa
to do
Claus.
ZZ Claus at
You
Vinny's
know
in
who you
December.
could
All
probably
right.
Pull off. I'm looking at you on camera. You know who you could probably pull off if they did? It was anybody remember who Wolfman?
Yeah,
Jack
Wolfman
was?
Jack. No, but he doesn't
Yeah.
sound like him though. He doesn't
Well,
sound
I
like
could
him.
if I wanted.
I don't know about that. You got such a. Where are you?
Yeah,
This
no,
originally?
no,
Dusty
no.
Hill
How do you
thing-
sound like you're from Pennsylvania and you grew up in
because my
San
mom's from
Mateo?
Pennsylvania.
That's what it is, 'cause you say
also look
Warshing.
Like Leon Russell.
You say that's
I am
that. That
getting
does.
that
You do.
way.
You do look like
I
Leon
like
Russell.
The,
yeah.
I like the Dusty Hill part though because like
Yeah,
I
and
say,
who
I'm-
wouldn't? They're cooler,
I'm
but Leon
getting
Russell is
mistaken
still.
quite frequently with him,
Yeah.
I think he wants to be a
and
Confederate
it's good for my
soldier.
base.
He reminds-
He's really thin, man. He's like a
Yeah.
rail though.
Dusty,
Well, he's dead. He's dead.
maybe
Yeah.
when
it's
he-
like-
before he
He's dead.
died, he was. Dusty was the short, stout.
No,
Uh,
he's talking.
little guy.
He's making a joke because he's a skeleton now. He's dead.
Well,
That was a
he's,
joke.
He's now just
He's
dust.
part of the
That's-
non-Grateful
yeah,
Dead.
Yeah.
He's just
yeah.
Speaking
dust.
of Bob Weir.
Yeah, Bob Weir.
Yeah,
just
rest in
died,
peace.
dude.
Well,
Well, he's grateful. Rest in gratitude.
Everybody on my Facebook thing was making Bob Weir.
Yeah, let's
comments.
not date ourselves with Facebook, Jeff.
Well,
all right.
the
Let's,
person
you know.
that I was
Facebook, what
reminiscing
is
about
that?
was Jeff
What is
Beck.
It's his
I was
diary.
I was on my
That's-
MySpace earlier.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Yeah.
it was on my wall.
I never
Popular
had a
Joe.
MySpace.
It's amazing that Facebook's still going strong. But okay, so you asked about Eric Newton,
Eric
my buddy.
Newton.
Yeah, because you know, Chris, you were remember when we did a show?
Yeah,
We
I
did a
remember
show at the
that.
Caravan.
Oh,
My old band, because my journey into comedy came from a band called Bad Touch,
yeah.
and it was a duo with me and my friend Eric Alberson at the time, and we were just Mean Dave and Crazy Eric. That's what
Yeah.
Bad Touch. And he's an amazing drummer. He's an amazing performer. He raps. He produces music, and he's hilarious. And I always know he was hilarious, but when we went into stand-up comedy, it killed our momentum as a band completely. And it was a last-ditch effort though to try and there was kind of like some stagnation that happened with us, and so it backfired. But one of the great ideas, and I wish I recorded it because it turned out better than I hoped, was you and now Zoe, I forget LeBeau.
Oh,
Zoe LeBeau. This was before her transition.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, because that was the person that quit at Club 9 on stage and said, "I got a job. I don't need to do stand-up comedy," and left in the middle of an open mic because when nobody was listening to their set. But we did that show with Bad Touch, and in the middle of our song "Not Like You," we have a breakdown where we do something different, and we had a comedy performance during the breakdown. And it was Zoe LeBeau, or no, it was you first. And you did like your Jim Morrison Doors, "You're all a bunch of slaves," like style of your set. And people did not know what to make of that.
I was like,
It was great. The only person who knew about you was Rachel Warner, who I did not know did comedy. I just knew her as the cool bartender at the Caravan. Who booked the shows and stuff. And next thing, now I learned that she knew when you two were talking. I was like, "What the fuck?" My mind was blown.
Yeah.
And then LeBeau killed it too. LeBeau went up there.
Stephen LeBeau.
Zoe, it's Zoe. We are dead naming her now. As much as I sound sarcastic, I do take that deadly seriously because some people are still friends with Zoe in our world, and that's how I learned about all this. But I'm not. It's not that big a deal with me. But but no, because Zoe was kind of a diva as well. Like it made sense to me. But what was funny was that Zoe killed it too because had a you want to laugh, had an acoustic guitar, and was so nervous that she was going to be out of tune. I said you're in the key of F. You're good. You're gonna and not only did it sound great, but her jokes crushed it. And then we went back into the song. I've never seen the Caravan more impressed with a music performance of other bands too. Like it was real. They were like wide eyed. It was like that. That band was magic. It was out of all my bands. And it was we got to do a lot of cool things. So Eric Newton's doing great. Works for the Empire Strips Back now. It's been one of the longest hosts of it since it started.
He's doing really well.
Doing residence in Vegas.
I didn't even realize he was doing stand-up.
He did for a while and was terrible at it for a long time, which was music to my ears because he quit the band because of the stand-up. He quit the band the night that we did a fucking shit show for Sylvan Productions. You got the shirt on. We did this fucking horrible gig at Neck of the Woods that Sylvan produced.
You're a name dropping fool.
I don't mind. They're gone. I mean, I'm still friends with some of them, but I mean, I have nothing but love for them. But it was a shit show, and we also did a really good one with that guy Willie D. We did one when he had a
San Jose,
no, Willie D from Willie Dynamite. He was that one dude. He was a comedian in the area. You remember him? He had the I Bought It at Ross song.
I Bought It at Ross.
And you remember him? And he had a rap.
He
had a rap alter ego called Young Dick. I still have the shirt. It says Young Dick. And he paid motherfuckers Will O'Neas, yes. I think I saw him in LA like years ago, and I wanted to ask him.
Ross story. Is that even true?
I don't know.
That they had a song?
But no, we got to play. That gig was great when we were the backup band for Young Dick. That was awesome. But then this other shit show, it was such a defeating show that on the way home, Eric said, "Hey, Dave, I'm quit." I stopped to take a piss on the way home, and I get out of the car to take a piss on the side of the road. And he gets out of the car. I'm like, what are you getting out of the car for? And he goes, hey, Dave, I got some bad news, man. I'm quitting the band. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I still got to drive you home, man. This is awkward. Like, couldn't you just wait till I dropped you off? And so he quit. And, you know, I was bummed, obviously, and kind of mad at him. And we were kind of not beef. We never beefed, but we almost
Enoch is looking for a band.
We almost no reunion. We almost reunited, but he didn't. He ghosted me at the reunion show, and then so that made me really mad at him. And in the end, though, we ended up reuniting because not reunited as a band, but as friends. Because his older brother is my first week in recovery. I saw his older brother, who I saw years ago when he was wasted one time. He was in recovery, and I was talking to him after the meeting, and then come to find out, I'm like, wait a minute, you're Eric's older brother. And so it kind of put it all back together, and we were cool. So then, not like 2 years after that, Eric, just as I'm like starting to like kind of get booked and stuff and whatever, Eric starts doing stand up, and I'm like, "Are you?" I saw him at an open mic, and I looked at him. And in joking, of course, I wasn't honest, but I was just like, because I wasn't mad at him. I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna do stand up now? You quit the band because of stand up." His last words were, "Comedians are horrible people, but you're funny, Dave." That's literally what he said. And I'm like, and now you're gonna do stand up? Like you couldn't just start stand up when we were fucking still a band. You could have been, and you would have been well on your way by now. Now you're going to start stand-up. And I had so much fun watching him toil in open mics, trying to kick it with people, make all the mistakes that some of us made. And for like 5 years, I think it was, he didn't figure out that kind of alcohol and weed were not helping him. He was just kind of hanging out and fucking around. And I knew he was funny. I've always known he's funny. That's why I was in that band. He was a very talented guy. But he also, this is what, he crushed his first set at the Brainwash. Like Tony Sparks was there. And Tony was the first to tell him right after he got off stage. He goes, you killed it tonight, brother. Now, just so you know, when you go up on your next set, you're going to bomb. Tony told
Get
him.
ready for it.
And he was right. And it's exactly what and he bombed for 5 years. Every time I would watch him, I mean, I'm sure he had some good sets to like friends, and because he did some things for like his work friends. But and I was encouraging him. I wasn't like sitting here. I wasn't like, oh, I hope you keep sucking. You know, I'm sorry, I sounded like you there, but he was. Practice. I know it's a good voice.
How did he end up on the Star Wars?
Well, no, because he got good at comedy. Here's the thing, man. He lightened up. He stopped drinking alcohol. I don't know forever, but at the time, pandemic helped. Because what happened was, leading into the pandemic, he was starting to kind of figure some things out. I saw it, and he started an open mic that unfortunately got shut down right away because of the COVID at Aloha Club or whatever in Oakland. I got to do the first one as a feature on it, and it was a pretty rowdy room. I think they still keep trying to do stuff, and it always shuts down. But we did that, but I was seeing him kind of get, starting to kind of figure it out. But once he completely, he went sober for a while. He had a cool girlfriend at the time. And then it was during the pandemic, from what I understand, he was doing something weekly on Zoom with another local comic who moved away, but he was an older guy. He was okay, kind of funny, not really, but he was a good dude. I remember that. I forget his name. And Eric was doing that weekly.
Was it Paul?
Wasn't Paul. But he ended up figuring it out, and next thing you know, he's getting sets, like he's doing well at mics, and he's making good first impressions. And I saw him I booked him on my shows, and I saw it, and I was like, he's figured it out. Like, he finally figured it out. It took kind of sobering up a little bit and changing some, because he also has some health issues that he always has, like diabetes or whatever. And but he was figuring it out, and he got consistently funny enough that what happened was, and of all places, rest in peace. We all love this guy. I know that. You don't know him, though, Enoch, but you better love him. Griffin Daly. Griffin Daly. God bless Rick Griff. And he was running that show at the Chinese restaurant in San Rafael. I forget the name of the place, but he had a weekly show there. It was really cool. It was a weird fucking place, but it was a fun show to do, and he did his best to keep it going consistently. It was at that show that he performed and met with Natalie Fauci. And Natalie Fauci was friends with the people who were starting up the Empire Strips Back. And so they had, and Eric's good with people. He is, I mean, that's why he's so great at this gig, because I'm like, it's cool to like go and do stuff, but
I remember him. Like,
I saw him a couple of times, but I'm like, that's fucking Eric. The thing that's great, the thing that made I knew Eric would figure it out.
Vegas,
he's living in Vegas. They're doing a residence of it in Vegas. You should have seen him. He would have hooked you up with free tickets. Yeah. Next time, if you go back there, man, I'm saying hit him up, because he put you on the guest list. He's always been a charisma. He's got the Riz, as the kids like to say, and but he's just a fun dude. That's why I wanted to start a band with him, because he's a great MC. He's a great MC. He's a talented, fun dude. He's a talented, fun dude, and he genuinely, like, I know he has his, I've also know him well enough to know his flaws and dark sides, but the fact is, for the most part, Eric works to be a good guy, and he genuinely loves hanging with people. And so it's a perfect gig for him. And not only that, he's a fucking nerd of Star Wars. I was just like, how does a perfect fucking gig like this? So Natalie just suggests him to audition for it. They love him. Next thing you know, the show gets big. They make a bunch of chapters. He's like one of the guys training other Landos to do what he does. And even when he was here, they don't do this anymore in the regular show, but he got to do they did a Phil Collins song, In the Air Tonight, and they do it with Ben Kenobi. Like they do the projection of Ben Kenobi on stage, and then when the drum part hits, he's playing actual drums to the song. And I was like, God, and the thing was, and this is class, anybody who knows me knows I'm a hater at heart. But when I see that he's doing the show, and I was like, hey, congrats on the show. He goes, yeah, man, if you want to check it out, I'll put you on the guest list. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to check it out. So I go, and I'm like, all right, let's see how terrible this fucking show is.
I like to find any reason to not like it.
Not that I wanted to. It's just, I know me, and I'm like, how much am I going to have to lie to him about? And the thing is, it's more tongue in cheek. It's not really like on paper exactly what I'm into, except for like, chicks or whatever. But it was a really funny show. It was really good and incorporated everything.
How did they get the
I really
rights
don't
to
know. I don't ask
Star
those
Wars?
questions. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
because the fact that they've been running this long and
Yeah.
because it's Lucas,
Yeah, it makes me
it's all
wonder,
settled.
yeah.
Whatever the deal is, it's done. And because they got chapters all over the
Because
world.
It's like Disney that owns
Yeah,
Star
no,
Wars,
yeah,
right?
no, they're doing it now with horror characters with
Ah.
Nightmare on Strip Street. I got to see that one too.
Perhaps they're just waiting for the right time to hit him for the royalties back.
Yeah.
No, there's no. Are you fucking kidding me? Everything is cease and desist. Like they're not
Because
waiting for any time.
Disney's like crazy about shit,
But yeah,
That's
Eric got to leave his
Yeah.
job and go do this full time, and he's been doing it
That's
now
hella
since
cool.
2022. 4 years
Well,
it'll be
it's
this
funny,
year.
even when you were going, I know Eric, and I even know.
Yeah, 'cause he would
got
do
a
your
dark
stuff.
Side,
He would
and
do.
you even kinda
We
slip
all
in.
do, but no,
Well,
I worked.
thought it was funny because
Yeah.
he's doing Empire Strip.
Yeah, the dark side. But no, because we used to work in video game testing, so I got to see Eric as the grandma's boy. You know,
That's
we worked
true.
in video game testing,
Well, I
and
mean, the way I've been keeping
so-
up with him because I booked him for a couple Rebel City shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. And anyway, so
that was during his shitty days too. Like,
that was
that's
during
yeah.
the shitty days.
That's what I would like to say. I mean,
Yeah.
not because of your shows, but I'm saying like he was
That
getting.
was the part
I saw
of
that he was on.
development, not
Yeah,
mine.
I saw that he was on those shows, and I was like, oh, cool, man. Like, yeah, it's
Talking
like,
about shitty comedy, when is Enoch going on stage again?
what in leap year? What fucking
What?
year? You don't know? Are you kidding
When
me?
are you gonna book him? He wants to get booked.
I'm not his agent, and
God.
I already saw what he was working with.
I thought about having
I saw what he
Chris-
was working with
I
the
thought
first
about
time at
hiring
Vinny's.
him, but that's out the door.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
you-
know what how you think comedy works, man, but you got to get on stage. I told you that you need to go hit more mics and shit.
Yeah.
And until I see you
Yeah.
doing that, I don't know if I'll let you back on that stage until you do. That's just me being a good
No,
friend.
I will hit some.
Good.
That's what
You
I've been
better.
thinking.
You need to. All
The
right.
only way he's gonna let you back on is if you actually go kill Trump. You know, you gotta.
Well, if you
Oh,
did that, I would
yeah.
do so. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
obviously,
you gotta
that's
actually
that's
do
a
it.
no-brainer, but
You actually
you know.
gotta do it.
And
Yeah, I
actually,
mean-
you know, when he walks out the door here, that federal building's gonna send a few people over. Yeah, who's that? guy with
man,
the
don't flatter
SF
yourself,
hat?
man. Nobody, man. Who else is listening to this now? We have
I
two
have a
now.
VPN, they don't
Yeah.
know where we're at.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
With
love
AI,
that.
they don't have to. The AI. will
That's
do
what I
it.
love about.
It flags on certain words. Like you
Ah,
said,
yeah.
2 words.
That's what I love
together.
about local comedy,
There's
man.
A computer and
You
a
could-
bunch of nerds out there just trying to. They know half your history.
You can be
They
on the
know
FBI
everything
most
you've
wanted
eaten
list, and
for
you can
12
hide in
years
any
now.
local comedy
I'm a
scene because
foreigner,
no
I'm a
one wants
foreigner.
to watch
They
or
keep
listen.
track of all
And
the
they'll get rid of
foreigners.
you. That's what ICE is all about.
They keep track of all the foreigners, especially the ones that travel abroad.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not going to make it
Yeah.
down the block before they're grabbing you.
Yeah.
You wish, man. This is why you say
Not
black the way
Charlie
you
Daniels over here. Nobody cares about what Charlie Daniels is up
I'm
to.
not a politically correct person. I'm more of the Dennis Leary school of comedy.
I'm pretty
you
sure
know?
he's a
You're
If
a
Trumper.
you
hack.
don't like it, then
You're a
fuck
fucking
you.
hack.
Yeah, you just
And by the way, thank you, the live watchers. Feel free to mention,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
subscribe.
What
and
are both
comment.
of them doing?
Like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions for anybody. We can see your comments in real time.
Yeah. Don't talk shit about my 2 listeners, goddamn.
Do they know how to type?
My mom.
I love how man. I'm looking
my
at
mom
the
listens
video.
To every
I'm
episode.
starting to do Shapakazi
you're
movements
doing the
now.
wobble
I'm
on
doing
it.
yeah. Panties.
Imitation is
fucking-
the best form of flattery.
Oh, you kidding me? This fucking
My
dude.
mom is my biggest listener, goddamn.
Nice. My mom likes me too, man. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. What about your history? Where are your parents from?
Mostly they met at Amador High School, or maybe even before that. My mom grew up a lot of different, like a few different states, but where she met my dad was when they both went to Amador High School
Where's
in
that at?
Pleasanton.
Oh, okay.
That was when it was more farmland because my dad, he's the first generation of American son of immigrant parents, and they met at a winery that they both worked at in Livermore. You know, my grandfather's on that
That's a
side.
famous winery in Livermore.
Grandfather's from Guatemala. My grandmother is Mexican, but was born in America, but was like on the border. So there was, you know how America is, loving the appearance of immigration.
1930s, they deported a bunch of people.
And yeah, she was born on the border, but she was born American. But my grandfather eventually got his citizenship decades later. But yeah, they started a family and settled in this house in the middle, like near the Alameda County Fairgrounds, and that's where my dad was raised. So my mom, she my grandmother on my mom's side, she had like 4 different husbands throughout the years, and my mom's dad was the second husband, the Mexican. This is a British grandmother from England who married an American soldier and came over here, and they divorced, and then she married this Mexican in the 1950s. I saw a picture of it, and it is weird because it's black and white, and you see this very whitest of white from the motherland white woman, and this Latin as fuck dude from I don't know, he's not from Mexico. I think he was born in Colorado or something, but he was Mexican. I heard there could be traces of Native American, but we can never prove it. And I just know Martinez was his last name, and that's where my mom came from. And but she bounced around from, like, there was a farm they lived in Wyoming, I think, at one time, and then there was like they lived in the desert at one time in Southern California, and then they met. She lived in Burlingame, I think, when that was like a suburb. They moved all over the place, and so yeah, but they met there, and yeah, so that's my mom and my dad, and then they divorced when I was like, or they separated when I was 5 and divorced when I was like 6 or 7, and they found their mates in the years after. So.
There's a 6 degrees of separation you and I have.
Oh Jesus!
You just said Burlingame.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't.
You could be related.
Was it Burlingame? I think it was Hayward.
related.
No, I think it was Hayward. I was wrong. That's my bad.
Enoch was your grandma's 4th husband.
Yeah. No, but yeah, so they met there, and also my step parents, they're great, and they remarried and they have stayed with their
because Dublin
mates after that.
Dublin, one of them is in Alameda County, or is it?
I think all of that. I don't know. Pleasanton and Livermore, I think, are still part of Alameda County. I don't know about Dublin because that could be Contra Costa.
Well, it has the Alameda Fairgrounds out there, so
no, it still is. Yeah,
Alameda
you're right. So then, but Dublin and I don't know where the line is. I think Dublin and San Ramon are still part of it.
Go to Tommy T's still? I haven't been there.
I'm actually performing there. Wow, man, it feels like a plug. I'm performing there January 29th with the group. It's a fundraiser. I forget for what charity, but it's a fundraiser. Oh, it's a fundraiser for this group that buys tickets to large sporting events for underprivileged kids. Oh, yeah. And yeah, it's this guy. I'm forgetting his name. He's a good dude. Booked me for it, but we got it's $10 tickets. You can afford it.
No, I'm
$10. Sam Mark, who is hosting it. It's Jeremy Curry, myself, Nina G. I think Chelsea Bierce might be on it, and Rudy Ortiz. It's a great lineup. Really yeah, for the amount of money that you're seeing, for the local comedy talent that's on there. I'm like, this is a great lineup.
A lot of bang for your buck,
yeah.
Folks.
What about Pablito? Why don't you book Pablito?
Who? Pablito. Who?
Pablito.
Paul?
He's always like, I'm glad you're out here. Like, you should get a piece of everybody.
Paul and
what
I.
About Pablito?
Paul and I have had a respectful relationship since years ago when I was, kind of in my behavior after my recovery.
And me too,
we both had, and we've come a long way, and I will happily book Paul for shows after today.
Another gap. You should be
believe me, it's been a long time coming, Paul.
I tried to get him to come to our show.
You as well, man.
Pablito rocks. Pablito.
No, I'm a new rapper. I got a new video, so
he's a rapper too. He lives in the Central Valley.
Yo, welcome to America.
He lives with the MAGA people now, but we still count him as our own.
No, that's what. It's funny. It's funny
too. He lives with the MAGA people.
I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an American.
He lives with MAGA.
That's MAGA. I mean, I'm sorry, Paul. That's what everybody says. Everybody says that if you
Central Valley.
Pretty sure you do based on the color of your hair. Yeah.
All his neighbors are.
If he were MAGA and I'm here, he wouldn't be sitting.
If the Civil War breaks out,
really, RoboCop, you'd be taking it out. Like
I would have known by now if he was MAGA. The detector would have been.
I think a lot of things can get by you,
Enoch.
All right, no offense.
The detector would be at the roof.
No offense, Enoch, man.
I know. I can tell MAGA a mile away.
I said he lives with a MAGA.
No offense, man. I think some things can slip by you once or twice.
I never said he was MAGA. I said he lives in Central Valley with a MAGA.
Yeah, that's true. And that's interesting.
Yeah.
I like being able to perform comedy out of your phone.
It's kind of essential. The trouble I always find, there was a time where it felt like the right were actually having better senses of humor about themselves. like leading,
But
like
not
in the
now.
not now. It isn't, and but also that's where you're seeing people from the right that are not liking what they're seeing, and it's a weird time, man. It's
Well,
really
and then- so
black.
that's
Up
what-
is down, black is white. You know,
Well, that's
we're
what I
we're through
like
the looking
about
glass.
What we do for a living is that I can get them to walk down a path. I can get them to walk down a path or with me, and then all of a
Sometimes
sudden,
I don't want them to walk
up.
up. Sometimes I want to ditch them.
Did
That's
you
really
see
what
what
it
Conan
is.
O'Brien
I'll literally make
said
that
about-
left turn, and
Yeah.
they'll be with me, and they'll be like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Did
No,
you see what Conan O'Brien said about Trump hating comedians?
yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he made a great point about the point is being funny, and that's the and not to
Yeah.
say like oh you can't talk about stuff, but no you can. You just
Gotta be
but if
funny
as a
about it.
comedian there
Lot of
does
fun.
need to be humor
Yeah.
within it. And Jon Stewart is, in my opinion, the best at the performance of it. He doesn't write all of it, but in terms of delivering what he does on the Daily Show and
yeah.
and talking about what needs to be talked about and all that, he's probably the best at it right now.
January 6th didn't happen. It was an illusion.
All right, that's what some people say. I know very much people who believe that. So, and I'm like, okay, all right. However, you,
Are you running low on Kool-Aid? Can I get you another cup?
yeah.
It looks like Enoch is running low on something.
Oh, he's
there.
got no. It's that
I'm
Bigfoot's hitting
nursing
him.
this
That
down
Bigfoot hit him. Thank
Oh,
God
I've
too.
got 1% left there to have.
Oh,
Believe
yeah.
me, I'm grateful for that Bigfoot right
And then
now.
you're moving to Pennsylvania.
Slowing
to-
down your feet.
to what's that Amish country? It looks like you're moving to Amish country. When are you
You
going back?
kidding me? There's
I
some.
always thought the guy from
He's
Metallica
he's too
was
electric to be
Amish.
Amish. Are you kidding me? Look at him, dude.
Don't you think James what's Hetfield?
Hetfield, you had it right the
Hetfield
first
looks
time.
Amish. He's
Yeah.
got that Amish beard. He
Yeah.
could be like, I'm not going to have anything with an engine. Give me a wagon.
He used to live in Pleasanton.
no
Yeah.
weed eaters. Give me a hoe.
Yeah, they're from the Bay Area, Metallica.
Yeah, no, they're all
I want to
they're-
hear
yeah.
him say hoe. Say hoe.
Jesus, man.
Bah-hey-ho.
No,
Bah-hey-ho.
I thought he'd go off on the word hoe. He did.
No, you were
Oh,
wrong.
oh,
Your
oh,
comedic
oh.
instincts are crap. That's
He-
what I keep
he
trying to
missed
tell
us.
you.
Calling.
They're
You are
sex
you can be
workers.
funny, Jeff. I know
sex
you can, but you
workers.
want Enoch the Great. That's
They're
going to take some
sex
work.
workers.
So,
I'll need the sex workers mad at me.
mm.
The sex workers. And it's a job, goddamn.
Yeah,
I love how there's like
going.
3 conversations,
delayed
man.
reaction.
And they
the-
pay
two
taxes.
people.
Again, this
They pay
segment of the show being
taxes.
brought to you by the fine people at Street Sheets. Street Sheets, folks.
You can find them on any corner in
Street
San
Sheets
Francisco.
even around
It's more than
anymore?
a newspaper. It's
Does
a
it cost-
source
did
of-
they raise the
Yeah,
price?
it's more than a newspaper. It's a lining for your shoe with
Did
a
they-
hole in it.
Did they
And
raise the
it's a
price
fix
from
of
$1?
fentanyl.
Is it now $2 or what? How much do they cost now?
Fenty.
What is it?
Fenty. It's
Oh,
not
As
Fenty.
the price of fentanyl goes,
Hey.
so does the
Yeah,
street
inflation
Oh,
hits us
yeah.
all, man. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, getting
about
close,
you?
we
guys.
got to wrap it. We got to
Getting
start wrapping.
close.
How do you
Are you
wrap
full-
up your show?
Are you
I'm going to
fully?
give you the
Do you
5-minute
do
warning.
mushrooms at all? Is there any drugs you
Really,
do?
you want to get into that with 5 minutes
Okay,
left? No, I don't do
oh.
any drugs. I've been
Oh, yeah.
literally clean and sober for 12 years. It'll be 13
pretty
in
good.
September, but no fronts. The only chemical that's been in my system beyond caffeine and I drink CBD waters from time to time, but they're not mind altering. But
I drink ginger water.
I
There's a ginger. I
the
go
the
to
only
that
substance
tea.
that's been in my
a
system was
bottle.
an accidental a bit of alcohol that was in a drink that I'll name her too because we laugh about it now. Brooke Heineken, very popular comedian, Bay Area
Well,
comedian.
Like Heineken gave you alcohol.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, Brooke Heineken, bless her soul. Good person, good friend. Her and her husband Travis, awesome people. We were done with Vahe's show. It was Vahe's show that was at fault here. It was Best of SF when it used to be at the Variety Theater. We were waiting for a ride from, you remember Pablo, I forget his last name, and they were a duo, Ivan and Pablo. Remember that? So they were no longer a duo. Ivan was in Austin, but Pablo was. Ivan was in town. No, Ivan was on the show. That's right. So Ivan was in town, and I got him booked on Variety at the Best of SF. Brooke was on the show too, and so we hung out waiting for a ride with Pablo because Pablo was meeting us up, and so we went to the bar right next to Variety Preview Theater, and and Brooke just being always the good person, she went to go get me a sugar-free Red Bull because she knows I drink those at the Punchline. So she gets it, and then she hands me a glass full of ice with what looks like Red Bull in it and a straw. and a can with what was left of the Red Bull. And I'm like, oh, cool. There's more left in it because and it's full of ice and the straw's all the way at the bottom. So I don't think anything the wiser. I just think they put it in a glass where. So I'm sipping on it and we're having a good time. And I'm sitting there just going like, man, this is a good time, dude. Man, fucking hanging out, just, good friends and all that. Take another sip and I'm like, is there alcohol in this? And because what happened was whoever made this drink, not only did Brooke not know that they made this, they thought she said vodka Red Bull. Poured the vodka shot on top. So I'm sipping from the bottom. So the vodka wasn't even touching the bottom when I was first sipping. No, I didn't. I had the tiniest bit. But the funniest part was I could feel it because I'm sitting there feeling a warm fuzz. Like, I'm just like, it was just like when you take your first sips of hard alcohol in high school. I hadn't had anything in my system in 4 years.
Don't realize it's happening.
I could tell there was something chemically different, just like sitting there going like, yeah, I've had a good time. And then I realized I'm like, oh, this is fucking chemical. And I turned to her and I just said, hey, Brooke, did you see how this lady prepared the drink? She goes, and she freaked the fuck out. She was like, what? And I said, I just think there's alcohol in this. She asks the bartender. Bartender tells it. Now Brooke's got a deer in headlights look of just like, oh my fucking God, Dave just relapsed. And I'm like, no, bitch, it was an accident. I said, it was an accident. Did you have to give
your coin back?
No, I don't. I said, if I finish the drink, that's a relapse. If I say fuck it, might as well finish it. No, that's a relapse. This was an accident. I need to be more diligent about seeing drinks prepared.
You didn't drink because
you'll love this. You'll love this. Though.
Strong taste,
you'll love this. So the weekend goes, and I was Saturday, and then I text her. I said, hey, just so you know, the hookers are coming over. I got an ounce of blow and a bottle of Jack. You want to come join us? And she was like, fuck you, Dave. And then she shipped, little did I know, she had a case of Red Bull because I forgot she knew where I lived. She sent a case of Red Bull to my house the next day. And I'm like, I can't fucking make fun of her about this. I'm drinking Rockstar today. Oh, no, I get these from Lucky's for $1 with a sandwich. So. But yeah, so that's how. So I have had the tracest amount of alcohol in 2018, but it was the best thing ever because I was able to like reaffirm. I'm like, I don't want to. I know I'm more about my recovery now. I talk about it and
look at Enoch. Enoch's been drinking every day his whole life.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to wind up like that, man. Look at me. I'm already headed there without alcohol.
You don't want to look like Enoch.
Man? I'm joking.
Enoch
is a sexy man.
I thought Enoch was gonna go turn a weed one day, but
you do look like you own a bunny ranch.
I don't do weed. You know that. I do.
You look like you do weed. I think weed does you.
I said I'm on a gummy with hemp oil in it.
Oh, you do weed. I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
You do grass.
I don't like the flavor of it.
You do grass.
That's I don't. I've never liked the taste of it.
What about your beard, bro?
Yeah, it doesn't like it either.
Does. No. I think we're wrapping up.
You guys, please make sure to go around the table. Any plugs?
I think I'm gonna write.
He doesn't
do
shit.
A cookbook.
Shout out to your cat.
I'm gonna write a cookbook.
Enoch does shit.
I'm gonna do some studies on drawing the perfect gash. So maybe I'll
that I believe.
Seminars.
I do believe you'll do that.
But I mean, how about things like cauliflower?
No, shut up. We're plugging. We're plugging.
Peanut butter vinaigrette. Does that sound good?
Did you bring me any barely legal?
I'll have Chris.
So you can find me. Actually, you don't need to find me. Never mind. But it's at @mean_Dave on Instagram. Also, YouTube channel @meandave. YouTube.com/@meandave. I run a show with some old friends. It's a very fun show called Meaningful Times with Friends. And they're not comedians; these are actual people, so it's funnier. But no, we have a lot of conversations specifically about irrelevant topics. That's our aim. Irrelevant NPCs. So check us out there.
All right, and then you guys know everything about me right down there in the lower thirds. Paul Brumbaugh on social media or Edge Studios online, wherever podcasts can be seen and heard. And then back over to the man.
Catch me crying next Monday if the Niners lose. Catch me happy if they win.
Not happening.
Stop interrupting him.
What about you, Charlie Daniel? It's MLK Day.
Now interrupt him.
It's MLK Day.
He's a MAGA type. Don't insult me.
It's MLK.
You know, these are the times where, you know what would be so funny?
MLK
It's like
is
next
not
year,
MAGA.
you go MAGA. Like, I could see that
Never
happening,
happened.
Enoch. I could see it.
He's
You
gonna
know
go-
what he did?
He's gonna go
There's this, you
MAGA.
know, he did something, and I
If
don't know, I
MAGA
changed my
converted
mind. I just,
to reasonable,
how
libertarian,
good is it? You know,
centrist
I could say
views.
black again, and nobody's bothered by it.
It's
You
just
know,
not
I
you
could
said
say
white
black
earlier.
people.
You got like a rat living in
You
your
said
fucking
white
beard.
earlier. I
White
didn't call
people.
you on that.
I say white a lot.
That's so
you know?
racist.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm a racist. That's what I am.
He's gonna go follow the dead in the next tour. Yes, catch me next Monday. Every Monday.
Outside.
Junkyard Rat. Thank you for being on, Mean Dave.
Thank you for having me,
You
man.
know,
I had a genuine fun
yeah.
time.
You know, the only person I ever blocked on Facebook was
I-
Nina G.
Oh, you blocked her? Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
unblocked her, but
You know, you could have been
I-
in the Comedians with Disabilities Act if you weren't so goddamn
I am
unpredictable.
disabled,
I
but
know you'd be,
I
you'd
never.
be
I
one of our
never-
funniest ones if you did.
You know, but my,
Yeah.
you know,
You need a
I'm a-
clean version. If you do a clean version of Shopakazi and you make amends with Nina, who knows what's in the cards for the
man.
future?
That's what's holding them back. All
there's
right, you
nothing
guys. Till
funny
next
about
week.
my disability. God damn it.
We'll see you. Yo, welcome to America, the land that don't fact check me, bro, where the truth got laid off and conspiracy runs the show. Everybody's a patriot till the Wi-Fi drops, and freedom, just a coupon code for 40% off. I'm from the Bay, where we recycle our weed smoke, and our Prius comes with a therapy dog and a subscription to Guilt. But outside that bubble, man, it's the Twilight Zone. Folks screaming fake news on a Chinese-made phone. Trump's back on stage like the world's worst DJ, spinning lies on loop as if it's Freedom Day. His fans treat him like Jesus with a spray tan plan. But if Jesus came back, they'd deport that man. And Congress, that's not a government. That's open mic night for lobbyists. They don't pass laws, they pass blame like bad comics bombing on stage. Everybody's not racist, they just vote that way. And they swear they're not colorblind. Yeah, to every shade but gray. Remember when politics was boring and C-SPAN was NyQuil and the news game was snoring? Now it's WrestleMania with subpoenas and tweets. And the main event streaming live from Mar-a-Lago Suites. Elon's out here buying platforms like it's Pokemon, while the rest of us are just trying to log on before the power's gone. AI's writing poems, bots stealing your soul, and somewhere George Carlin's watching yelling, "I told you so." See, I'm just a 58-year-old summer of love leftover, still trying to figure out who the hell took over. They said make America great again, but great for who? Because last I checked, I'm still broke and I've got jokes to do. So I grabbed this mic like a protest sign, because laughter's the last real power that's mine. If I can't change the world, I'll roast it instead. And if that offends you, you're exactly who I meant to offend. America, baby, we the people of divided attention, united in outrage, addicted to tension. But me, I'm just here to make you laugh before the meltdown, because if we can't find the funny, we're all just going down. So vote smart, smoke smart, and tip your comics well. This country's half sitcom, yeah, half SNL. I'm Paul Brumbaugh reporting live from the edge of insanity, where the truth's a joke and the joke's reality.